Welcome back to Numbers on the Board.
Numbers on the board, yeah! I'm never finna get used to that. Yeah! I gotta be extra loud because P not here.
This is not a joke. I know y'all saw the tweets that it was a two-man show. You thought we was trolling because the Knicks just made it to the damn finals and Pierre is not here to talk about the two biggest Knicks fans in the world.
I'm letting y'all know right now, don't tweet P on no troll stuff. He's definitely having a rough day, so you might get blocked, and you know how they be. Why you block me? Then they send me or KB or D Mills a message telling them about, can you ask P to unblock me? Don't troll him today. It's a rough day.
It's not our story to tell, but you know something had to really happen for Pierre not to show up the day after the Knicks made their first final since '99. So it's just us. We was talking about it before the show started that we've been doing the show for 9 years, and we had never done a two-man show, but we've done now two. We're gonna be doing two-man shows in 1 week. And Darrick and his beautiful wife picked the wrong week to go on their vacation.
I almost missed today, too. You almost had to do one by yourself.
Hey, I didn't even do small ball yesterday. So I'm all out on solo shows, man. I'm not doing it. They would have got a rerun episode or something.
Hey, man, they would have to live what we had to go through back in the day. Your favorite show was on, but it was a rerun.
Hey, man.
Gotta wait for that new one to come out.
Just like we said last week when Mike was sick and D Mills was starting his honeymoon, we will pay y'all back for the two-man weaves. We promise. Hell, I'll just talk about it today. We got our tickets for game one of the NBA Finals.
We do.
And not only are we there to watch the game, we're putting together content. So hopefully when we leave for whichever city it's going to be, we don't know if it's San Antonio or Oklahoma City, we put together great enough content for y'all to forgive us for having these multiple two-man shows.
Yeah, and I'm just glad I don't got to pay out of pocket for them tickets because I know them ticket prices is crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Shout out to, I don't know. Who partnered? Are we partnering with the NBA on that? I don't even know. Shout out to the NBA.
I don't know. So I see some of these tickets are like 6 figures though, and just imagine playing 6 figures and your team gets blown out by 40.
It's kind of crazy. It kind of is a perfect storm for Pierre. Again, we wish that Pierre was here to talk about it. He will be back for next episode. I don't think the problem that he's dealing with today is going to be a 2-day thing. But you know, it's kind of perfect for him. His team makes the NBA Finals for the first time. Not of his life because he was born in 95, so he's technically around in 99. But he also gets to work the finals that his favorite team is in. That's a dream.
Yeah.
It's a dream. So, and D Mills, y'all are wondering when he's going to be back. From my understanding, he's on his flight home today. But you know how D Mills and them be doing it. He don't got no direct flight home.
So he is supposed to leave today, but he might get back Wednesday night.
He's scheduled to land. So I'm going to tell you right now, they're probably on their way to the airport right now as we film this episode. He doesn't get home to Chicago to 9:30 p.m.
Why? Is that because he has a connected flight?
They have a layover.
Oh my!
But I know. I mean, that's not the biggest thing in the world. But this is truly a full day of travel for D Mills. And I told you one trip when we gonna go to San Antonio or Oklahoma City. That's a 2 hour, 2.5 hour flight. That be feeling like hell. So to spend a whole day between airports and big tubes that fly.
Airports are the worst place in the world, man. They truly are, because it's the one place. There's probably more places, but like this
I was gonna say I could name a few different places probably worse than an airport.
But it's just like you specifically really just don't matter as an individual. Everything is kind of bigger than you, and for good reason too, safety. But yeah, if you're trying to get home, it's probably thousands of other people trying to really get home too, and they're not going to do anything specific just for you.
Yeah.
I told you when I was in Jamaica and they canceled our flight, I'm like, man, let me look at these other flights to get back home. And we're in a different country. So it's just not even flights going back to Chicago. It was a bunch of layovers, and it was literally like 24 hours in the sky. And you have to get home. So I'm thinking like, do I have to do this? But obviously they kind of rescheduled the flight for the next day. But prior to that, it's like, yeah, you really only got one way home.
I think everybody in the world that travels semi-regularly has horror stories. I remember when I took my first meeting with NBC. Remember I flew over to New York, then took the drive to Connecticut. Great meeting. Obviously it worked out. We are here doing the show with NBC. And it was a 1-day trip in theory. I took that meeting, and then I was supposed to fly home that night.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was that one day where it was a bunch of tornadoes in the Midwest. So we're literally boarded and on the tarmac for like 4 hours, and they're trying to figure out if we going to take off. Then eventually they said no, and it was 1 a.m.
Yeah.
And my grown ass, I'm at this point, I'm like 28, so it's like last year. I have no idea what to do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hitting up my management group like, hey, bro, do I sleep at the hotel? I mean, do I sleep at the airport?
Yeah.
Do I go book a hotel? Eventually I do book the hotel, and this is how you know what you said is true, that like you are just a minuscule part of the whole operation. You as an individual doesn't matter. The motherfuckers rebooked my flight for 48 hours after my original flight. So I had to either get a hotel room for 2 days or stay in the airport for 2 days. That's crazy. Mm-hmm. And what did I do? I got a fucking car and I drove the 11 hours home instead of staying in New York City. But like, crazy.
Yeah. When we were at the airport, one of the guys that was like maintenance or janitor, he's like, yeah, you should have already known. Once they have it, it's like you're almost the last flight. Is basically done. And the flight was supposed to originally leave at like 11:30. So we delayed getting there because they kept sending us the notifications like your flight has been pushed back an hour, which is the worst thing. Just give me 5 hours down the road if you're really just unsure. But the hour by hour thing is kind of shitty, just honestly.
My last trip I went to New York to do that shoot with House of Highlights, the class shoot. I had a 6 a.m. flight. We didn't take off till 11. And one of the times the pilot came on the intercom and he said, hey man, we're running out of hours. So if we don't get up in the air in the next 30 minutes, we're going to have to deboard y'all, and y'all going to have to get a new crew and a new pilot. And I'm like, bro, this is the worst case scenario because it wasn't bad weather on either ports. I don't know. I don't remember exactly why.
Yeah.
But it might have been when
that's
the
what
government
happened
was
to
shut down.
Dude, the pilot they sent to come pick us up, who was also taking people to Jamaica, he was over his hours. Like, he literally left for Jamaica probably with like an hour or two to go. And knowing that he had to fly people back too, they didn't send no other pilot with him. They were like, we'll figure it out.
I follow a lot of pilots on TikTok because I'm fascinated with aviation in a way. Because again, it is like a however many pound machine that just
I don't know how it gets
in
up in the sky.
Exactly.
But it does.
So I'm very fascinated with the whole operations, and like a few of the pilots that I follow would tell you about how interesting their days can be, where they're scheduled to take a flight and then they don't have to take that flight and they get rerouted to another flight and don't have to take that flight. Or like, for me, consistency is very important. Mm-hmm. I know every Tuesday we got this show, every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and anytime there's a monkey wrench thrown into it, I'm pissed.
Yeah.
So you kind of have to be on your toes as like
I mean,
you know, I mean, most jobs you have to be on your toes, but like that one specifically where you have 100 people's lives in your hand or 200 people's lives in your hand, I couldn't imagine the mental stability you kind of need to do all that.
Because when we were waiting in the airport, as like everybody's like a minuscule problem in this whole big thing, because as I'm trying to get home, the next person, you could hear them because people are mad. They're like, I got work tomorrow.
Yeah.
I have to go pick up my kids. Like, it's stuff like that. And in the grand scheme, like, you could yell, shit not for the matter. The dude came on the intercom and basically was saying, they're like, bro, I would love to take y'all home. I'm actually supposed to be home in California right now, but I'm in Jamaica and I still got to make a trip to Chicago. Like,
and then go home.
Yeah.
Damn.
So like, it was a holiday weekend too. That's why I was so busy. So, and I'm just not a fan of airports at all.
At the end of the day, all problem is a small problem as long as I get up in the air and then get back to my destination.
Yeah.
Whatever time it takes, so be it. Just get me there safe, and D Mills safe travels back home. Welcome to a two-man show where we could talk about aviation and airports for the first 10 minutes of the show.
Remember our guy D Mills? He worked in aviation for a little bit.
That's a crazy inside joke that I don't think we've ever told on the show, but it's not our story to tell either.
Nah.
Maybe Darrick could tell that story one day.
Just know a 14-year-old dude could probably pass as a guy that worked in aviation.
Not just working in aviation as like a flight attendant. He was an engineer on these planes when he was 14 years old. That's what he was telling people, and they was like, yeah. All right, that's passable. I can't wait for D Mills to get back, man. I had that Allergic to Stupid People shirt on yesterday.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I miss D Mills, bro. I really miss D Mills. I mean, the show is not the same without him. I think that's the case when anybody's missing. But D Mills, adds just the extra umph and comedy that without him, it just ain't really hitting the same.
Yeah, we got some good stories from his honeymoon.
Yeah, I can't wait to pick his brain about how his whole trip was.
Probably ate some good food.
He missed the entire conference finals of the Knicks, though.
Yeah.
He left on game 7 of the Eastern Conference final.
But that's also the Knicks taking care of business. If the Cavs did something.
If they did anything.
Then he might have a chance to see. Yeah. Well, I mean, he's been watching. He just hasn't been here.
Yeah, he's been watching. We got Drop the Mic?
We do. Drop the Mic is in honor of our short king, Jalen Brunson, winning conference finals MVP. So I just want to show some love to some short king. Just mention one of your favorite guys.
Oh, love it. Here's my short king, Mount Rushmore, because I've thought about this for quite some time. In my lifetime, because
Jalen Brunson just made you go outside and shoot a basketball.
He's on the list. He's on my Mount Rushmore. Shout out to like Zeke, Chicago's very own. I didn't get to watch Zeke live, but he is just maybe the king of all short kings. But I'm only going based on the people I've seen. Jalen Brunson is on that Mount Rushmore of short kings. Christopher Emmanuel Paul is on that Mount Rushmore of short kings. Allen Iverson is on that Mount Rushmore of short kings. And lastly, was it 2016, 2017, or 2017, 2018, Isaiah Thomas?
Yeah.
That's my short king.
Okay.
And when I said that in the video, people was like, what about Curry? Curry don't count. Curry's 6'3". That's too tall to be a short king. Like, in the grand scheme of the NBA, he's a short king, but these other guys are short kings even amongst the short kings. You know what I mean? Isaiah Thomas in there his 6 foot. Jalen Brunson is listed at 6'1", so he's like, 6 foot even with shoes. You know, Allen Iverson was listed at 6'1". He was 5'11", because they wasn't really striking back then. Those are true short kings. So it's so many of them.
Yeah. I'm gonna give one shout out to JJ Barea.
Yeah.
JJ Barea was, probably 5'10" on a good day, but a lot of these guys that we mentioned, it's gonna sound so cliche too, but it's like they have the heart of a lion. JJ Barea will go out there and bite some ankles if need be.
He will.
It don't matter about the height, you know.
I'm gonna go Earl Boykins as well. My Mount Rushmore is my Mount Rushmore. You're gonna get 4, but like just some added names, because I think he's listed at 5'5". I think he's listed at 5'5".
Which I don't think is gonna happen in the NBA again. Ever.
I don't think it can, man. I truly don't think it can. But not only, he was listed at 5'5".
If people are picking on dudes that are 6'1", 6'2", I don't want to see somebody
but you know what makes him
get
special?
picked up.
13-year playing career at 5'5" in the NBA.
Man, it's unheard of.
He 5'5", 135, Mike.
There's players that are barely like scratching 6 foot, and we're like, we don't know if we want to get the small guys, but 5'5".
Bro, he averaged 15 in the league one year at 5 foot.
What you think his career high is? I'm gonna say he probably got to like. I can't even say. I'll say probably like 30. 40. I'll say 30.
That can't be 40. I would go if he averaged 15 a season. I would go like 30.
He would have had to.
Let me see.
Because he would probably had a game where he just struggled a little bit.
He dropped 36 in the NBA game, Mike.
Man.
36, bro.
I might have to get an Earl Boykins jersey just because.
Are you gonna go to Lollapalooza?
Yeah. I think that only comes in smalls though. You can't get no large.
This morning on the way to work, I saw a dude with a Mike Bibby jersey. He had a Mike Bibby jersey and a white 7-4s.
What jersey though?
Vancouver.
Okay, so he had the right one on.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I'm like, okay. He was getting some ice at the gas station. Like, what party is he going to right now? You know, why would you need ice at 7 a.m. unless you're going to a cookout?
Yeah.
And it's a day after Memorial Day.
Oh, maybe he got leftovers.
Maybe he got leftovers. Bro, Earl Boykins was I'm going to Google NBA short kings because I know we're forgetting. Spud Webb, obviously.
Nate Robinson.
Ty
Lawson.
Ty Lawson definitely counts. Like, it's a lot of really good guys. Muggsy, who ain't mentioned, who was 5'3". He's listed 5'3", so he probably was 5'2", 5'1" in reality. And he had a long NBA career as well.
I don't even know how you do that.
Who's the shortest NBA player right now?
The shortest? Andrew Nembhard? No,
but Ryan Nembhard is one of the shortest.
I said Andrew, yeah.
But it's not him.
Is it Jordan McLaughlin?
No, not him.
Is it
number 8 for the Chicago Bulls? Yuki Karamura.
Oh yeah.
Yuki Karamura. Only reason I know he's number 8 because I was doing a video and Caleb Wilson got drafted to the Bulls and he couldn't get his number. I'm like, who got the number? Fucking two-way Yuki Karamura. He don't get that jersey up.
Did you change the number?
Absolutely, I did. Actually, I waved Yuki.
That's crazy. He could have just changed his number and set it down.
There's a lot of great short kings in the NBA. So shout out to them, man. Let's just get right into it. The Knicks advanced to, again, their first finals since 1999.
I'm gonna say the Knicks are clicking on all cylinders, but I think we had this conversation just throughout the kind of the regular season. I don't want to take away from the Knicks, but like the East was so damn disappointing. I'm glad that the Knicks are really clicking on all cylinders to represent somebody out the East, because there wasn't many. It really didn't feel like it was many strong contenders to even come out. When you look at OKC and the Thunder right now, the Knicks definitely feel like they're like the best chance. So I'm glad that they're rolling right now. It would be ugly if the Knicks kind of got in and it was, just wasn't looking pretty or anything, and now you have to go against these guys that are kind of like the mountains you got to move.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the Knicks, they should feel confident going into that with everybody rolling. For the most part, you got guys healthy. Like, this Knicks team is definitely one of the best Knicks teams that's been here for a minute.
Yeah, I think it is the best Knicks team of my lifetime by a wide margin. You could argue a couple different teams, like one of the Melo Knicks teams was really good. I don't think they ever made it to the conference finals, so they were second round exit. Last year's Knicks team, obviously really good as a conference finalist, but winning 11 straight games in the postseason is not easy, regardless of what you think about the talent level in the Eastern Conference. Winning 11 games at any level is not easy, but to do it in the postseason against some solid, it's a lot. And, I mentioned this on the radio yesterday that for the majority of my life, the Knicks have been one of the laughing stocks in the NBA. Mm-hmm. James Dolan wouldn't shut his damn mouth when they were bad. It's a lot of controversy. Remember the face tracking thing that they had at the Garden for whatever reason?
Yeah.
One of their legends, Charles Oakley, gets arrested again. Like, it was always just something going on in New York. And now a lot of that is just completely gone. And I think that starts in 2020, right before the pandemic starts, when Leon Rose gets handed the keys to the organization. And I cannot believe that when he got handed the keys, it truly was him getting handed the keys. Some of these some of these owners will cycle through front offices, but truly they are in the back of these front offices' mind. They are the ones calling the shots. Mm-hmm. And James Dolan had been that guy for the Knicks for 20 plus years. But then for whatever reason, he looked at Leon Rose and said, I completely trust you and your vision. Go cook. And Leon Rose made a lot of trades and did a lot of different things that maybe in real time you look at and say, that's interesting. I don't know how that's going to work out. They've worked out. Mikal Bridges for 5 first-round picks is still a shit ton of picks. But Mikal, yesterday, he didn't shoot it well, unfortunately. I think he was like 4 of 18 by the end of the game.
But he's been playing way better than he was, I think, entering
way
into the
better.
season.
At one point, they showed the graphic that he hit was 69 of 100. Of his last 100 shots, he hit 69 of them, which is really nice, right? So, he's been great as a defender. The OG Anunoby trade still looks like a fleecing to this day. I'm shout out to RJ Barrett and Emmanuel Quickly, but even in real times, that don't feel like enough, and it wasn't enough, and he's amazing. Even to the Jalen Brunson move that I liked but didn't love when it originally happened, if you remember. Everything has worked perfectly. And to sneakily out of nowhere acquire Karl-Anthony Towns was great. And that old arc about that trade has gone up and down as well, because even parts of this season, you question, Karl-Anthony Towns making how much money for the next couple of years?
He didn't even know his role.
He didn't know his role, and now he found his role. He's fucking amazing at it. Jalen Brunson is truly the king of New York. When was the last time the king of New York was 6'2"? And Mike Brown, that was another decision. You can go fire the coach that got you to your first conference finals in 20 plus years? The answer is yes. And what I read yesterday is that actually that was truly James Dolan's sole decision. He didn't really talk to many people in the room. Should we fire Tom Thibodeau? As the owner, he said, get Thibodeau ass out of there. Mike Brown is our better coach. And it was right. It was right. So I can't gush enough about the Knicks, man, because I had them as my preseason pick as to win the Eastern Conference, but now that we're here, I'm still in awe at the fact that they did it. And not just them doing it, but in the fashion that they did it with the dominance.
Yeah, and you just don't see many teams kind of find their identity in the playoffs. The fact that Karl-Anthony Towns is playing defense right now and not being a liability on that side, we've seen him actually block shots down low. So this is a big step for the Knicks. I don't know. I'm ready to see how far they can really go. I think regardless of what happens in the finals, if somehow you lose in the finals, I would think they're the favorite out east to come right back. And I don't think they're going anywhere.
No, I think this core is probably going to stay the same for some time. I guess it's just a matter of what happens around them, right? With Giannis potentially wanting out, and wanting to stay out east, which team could potentially get him. But no, it's a great story. All the videos I saw last night of Knicks fans celebrating made me smile. Like, I don't know. I feel like their fans been through so much. And it got to like, I mean this in the most loving way possible. Some of the times they had celebrated in the last couple years was because they wasn't really doing shit, but because they never did shit before.
I was telling
their first round, they was rioting through the streets on the first round.
I was telling my stream, bro, I couldn't imagine how it would be. It's just like, especially if it's OKC. Say it's OKC versus Knicks, game 3 in the Garden. And the Knicks pull that game out, and it's a great game. Knicks pull it out. OKC, I don't know if y'all want to travel over there, man. It's finna get loud, and y'all not finna stand Knicks fans.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all can stand them. Spurs fans might be one thing. Them Knicks fans finna be crazy.
I want to give a shout out to the broadcast that we've been getting, because I think game 1 at the Garden in this series, sometimes you can tell that the crowd is going crazy, but you can't really feel it because it's through a TV. That was one time, and during that comeback in the fourth quarter, where like I'm watching TV and I can feel the energy from the room.
Yeah, no, and I feel the same way kind of watching the Spurs. I don't want to jump to them, but it's like, bro, the playoff atmosphere is just outstanding.
Yes.
I mean, even from like the Fiesta colors in the crowd, it's like, this is the biggest stage right now. This is definitely the biggest stage, and you hear players talk about it all the time. The crowd keeps them in it. The crowd keeps them in it. There's times I think that when the Knicks were playing, I think this might even been just game 1, where they were playing the Cavaliers and they were struggling. Every time that the basket did happen, some type of momentum, the crowd was right behind them. And eventually it came to that fourth quarter, and the crowd was there. Like, the crowd was a big part of that comeback. Just give them the energy that, like, we're still here.
Yeah, man. I think I'm kind of just thinking about, obviously most people are watching these games with the basketball in mind, and you should watch it that way. But sometimes I do be watching and looking at the product that's in front of us, right? So it is the presentation and how it's wrapped. And I'm truly getting to the point where I'm admiring a lot of the stuff. There's a few clips that went viral. One of them is Marquez Brownlee, where he was showing the operator of the big camera that was following the ball. Yeah. And like to show like the skill that it takes in that's one thing. That's part of the presentation, the packaging. And then the second one was a clip in that same game. So this is all NBC. Hey, they got the right operators and stuff. There was, I just thought about something. There's one clip where Mitch Johnson is talking to Wemby, and Wemby's right over his shoulder, and they're talking. And then the very next clip, it pops to Tim Duncan and Greg Popovich doing the same thing in the exact same time. And it's like, damn, whoever made the decision to cut the camera 4, cut the camera 3, get a ass in they need a raise, I guess. Because we're watching the present and the future. Hopefully the future version of Greg Popovich and Mitch Johnson with the future best player in the league, or current best player in the league, depending on how you see it, with the previous era's version doing the exact same thing at the exact same time. Yeah. It's just like, it's straight up like out of a movie. So they've been doing great.
And I think that they're going to have to continue to do that and keep building on that. And eventually it's got to be, it's so hard, because then what I want to compare it to is like, you just can't even compare it to like Sunday night. But the playoffs is probably about as close as it can get to where everybody's locked in on one game, live tweeting, live whatever, posting and everything like that. And yeah, it's more than that. Like, it's more about the production sometimes for some people than it is damn near on court. You know, it's the game that everybody has in the front room. And my mom might not know who Stephon Castle is, but she's watching watching the game. She's watching the production. So all this shit matters.
Yeah, no, my dad he'll be the first to tell you that, like, he likes the NBA. He doesn't love the NBA. He loved the Bulls, obviously, in the 90s. He was a big Kobe fan, but when Kobe retired, he kind of fell out of love with the NBA, but his son makes NBA videos and stuff. So he watched through us, right? He doesn't tune into many games until we get to like now in the season. Yeah. So I went to his house because it was Memorial Day. You know what he was doing? On that goddamn grill, baby. So I had to go pick up a pan of some ribs and some tips and everything. Shout out to Pops. He threw down so much so that I'm kind of pissed.
You didn't take it home?
No, I got a lot and I ate it all. That's why I'm pissed. It's no more. So we just sit in the driveway chopping it up a little bit, and then somehow we get on basketball and he's talking to me, and I can tell that he's not. Sometimes I talk to my pops about the NBA, but you can tell he's not really watching it. He may be like watching the TV shows and hearing what they were talking about. He was talking about specific plays that wasn't like highlights the other day. I'm like, oh shit, Pops is really, really tuned in to Victor Wembanyama. And I wonder what part of that is recognizing that these are the last 4 teams, so it's time to lock in versus knowing that like that Wemby dude is different.
I think it's more so playoffs. I mean, my dad is like super in tune, and I couldn't tell you that like regular season, he's watching most of the games.
Right. Shout out to the Popses of the world, man. They be holding it. That's almost Father's Day, Mike.
Yeah, it is. And I think it also just makes it easier too for a lot of these guys that are, I mean, just they're not diehard fans. They're just really just casually watching and stuff like that. Is that it is really just one game, you know? I know you can't have like 4 or 5 nationally live TV games, but I think it does get overwhelming when it is a bunch of games, even if it is like you got to flip back and forth because there's a game at 7 to 8:30.
Yep.
Having one game at 7 and they're only promoting that one game, I think it just gets a lot of other people it's easier to lock in.
Yeah, it definitely is. Because I couldn't tell you if he was watching the first round. I just feel like he wasn't. You know?
I don't think so. My dad probably watched like maybe the big game of the night if he kind of understood what that was, but he probably picked like one game.
So New York Knicks, congratulations. You mentioned it earlier that they got to go against one of these Western Conference teams, but they have a legitimate chance to win it all, which they haven't done in 50 plus years or something crazy like that. And we should talk about the Cavs. The Cavs get swept.
The Cavs got a hater in me this postseason.
Talk to me about it.
I'm one of the biggest James Harden guys. I'm not like a stan where it's just like I'm just going to offend James Harden, but one of my favorite players all the time, just from a talent level, everything. I'm not even going to preach and say everybody knows what the hell James Harden has done. And the only thing that was kind of holding him back was that postseason run. Not even just like get in the ring, but just the postseason results. Nothing changed. Like every game he played, it felt damn near like a regular season game. I couldn't tell if that shit was a playoff game at all. No, not even emotion. Just like no facial expression from back against the wall. Not no facial expression. Not no anger from just having a rough game. It's always just like whatever, you know. And I know some players, it's not end all be all from that winning it in the league, but just to get those type of performances from a guy that really wants to see my guy perform on one of the biggest stages, it's just disappointing. Just hella disappointing. Donovan Mitchell too, and we seen some like the moments of it. But I always been talking about Donovan Mitchell as like everybody else has been the question. But Donovan Mitchell, I know is a guy that's gonna show up, just didn't see it. Just like ultimately just all disappointed for a team that honestly, like they had not even an easy, but like they should have been able to take care of business and get out of there not in 7, both damn first 2 rounds. Like that should have already been an indication. But the fact that they had so many times post game where they said, it's on me. I understand we playing like shit. We can't come out here in the first quarter and play like this. We can't play down to the expectations. That shit never changed one bit.
Yeah.
That shit never changed one bit. And so it's like, bro, it gets past the point of coaching and the role players. I'm looking at the top dogs on the damn team, and they were shit. I'll give Donovan Mitchell that super big quarter he had. We had like 30 or whatever. But we kind of expected more. We expected a lot more, honestly. And that conference finals run, it don't even feel like we want to give that team a lot of praise.
Yeah.
That team was honestly shit, really. Like, I mean, like getting 0-4 in the conference finals, hey, like you get in what you put out. They didn't put in really much.
Losing to the Knicks in the conference finals is not a bad thing. Losing to the Knicks in the conference finals in the way that they did is what makes it bad.
Yeah.
Right? If this was a 6 or 7 game series, then I'm sure the Cavs would be like, what a good year. We had never been here before since LeBron left. Mm-hmm. Now we're here. We can build on it. But losing, I'm going to always remember the number 22-point lead with 7 minutes and 52 seconds left in game 1. I will always remember that.
It felt like that was, I hate when people say the NBA is scripted. That shit almost felt scripted. It is honestly because the Cavs were playing so bad and they finally got to the Knicks. It's like, bro, this team's up 22? Could this be like the turnaround or whatever? And honestly, it goes back to the Knicks. The Knicks just looked rusty the first 3 quarters. After the first 3 quarters, the Knicks were hooping for the rest of the series. Yeah, so it just kind of speaks volumes against how far away that Cavaliers team is. And I don't know if
Are you sure they're far away? Somebody said that they were genuinely the better of the two teams.
I don't know. I don't know. He tweaking. Honestly, sure. Like he's probably the dude I'm most upset with. Because if you were the most talented, I couldn't tell, honestly.
For context,
I couldn't tell.
James Harden was asked a question, how much better are the Knicks than you? Which is a crazy question to ask in reality. But the answer that James Harden gave was, I genuinely feel like
I actually don't even think that's a crazy question. I think,
you think so? How would you answer that? This is freshman B. We just lost to
I think it's a
DGS.
crazy. I think that's a good ass question for the reporter in the sense that he understands. I think in the grand scheme of things, that this Cavs team and this Knicks teams, they shouldn't be that damn far apart. But the fact that you did go on that it was a sweep, that means some shit was wrong. That like some shit was wrong. And if James Harden came out and said, you know what, they are the better team. I think we're close, but they aren't the better team. Like, you know, understandable to say that we are the better team. It's just like, bro, are you oblivious to what just what happened?
It's making me. I like that I don't like that he said it. I'm happy he said it because it gives us something to talk about.
Yeah.
But it makes me think that like when Wemby sits down, when you ask him a question and he thinks for 15 seconds before he answer, that's probably the reason why. He don't want to get caught saying something that's fucking stupid. Because you know how bad it is if you're telling me and Mike play 101 and he beat me 11-0, which is what just happened to the Cavs versus Knicks. And I'd be like, yeah, man, I just know I'm better than him. So what does that tell you about your effort level or your performance if you are the better team?
Yeah, honestly,
you wasn't close.
You don't give a fuck. Honestly, you really don't.
Did you see that clip of him walking into the arena?
No.
It was like pregame.
What was that?
There was nothing special about it. He had a normal outfit he would wear any other day. It was basically sweats, Adidas at the feet. The comment section was cooking him.
What they say?
I got this game real quick, ass fit.
Bro, because I promise you, that's what pisses me off is he act like he don't care. And for the fans that do care, it's hard to back that shit up.
Hold on, I'm gonna find some of these clips, man.
Turn the ball over, he looked back, just jog back. In his ass boxed up. And I think it's also like a different thing, not just a James Harden thing. I think it is harder for players that can't consistently get to the rim in the playoffs because it's going to be clogged up, it's going to be help and everything like that. And a lot of times it's either is your jumper falling or is it not? For a guy like James Harden, and more often than not, for this series, it just wasn't really.
Oh, I don't even remember. Maybe I can look through my watch history to find this clip because the comments was frying me, Mike. like,
but no, I just got this game real quick. That I'm gonna meet up with y'all later. It sound like he finna go work a shift real quick. Like, bro, never seen a team just more ready to go to vacation off season.
Dude, am I watching way too many TikToks? Why am I scrolling so far to find this?
I hope you ain't fall asleep with it all.
I would never. Oh, I found it. So it's by NBA.com. First of all, look at the fit. Okay? The top comment is, let me go play this game real quick. I'll be back. Last day of school vibes. Bro, definitely going to the club tonight. Vacation mode already, laughing emoji. Dressed for Cancun. I swear on my life I'm finna quit this job, ass fit. He got an airport fit, must be going to Cancun soon.
But yeah, I mean, bro.
Looking comfy, he ready to get back to the crib. Like that's the type of comments they was on with James, man.
I can't defend him. He looked and played exactly how they talking about right now.
I want to get to. Let's just go down the list. Let's look at this series as a whole from the Cavs' perspective. Well, let's collectively grade the performances we saw from their players. Starting off with James Harden, what would you grade his overall playoffs? Because I got it in mind. What I'm gonna say, I want to hear what you go say first.
You say D.
I said D+. So we're in the same realm. Because there were moments straight up where he was pretty damn good. I'm talking about the entirety of the playoff run, not just his conference finals. Because if it was just his conference finals, my goodness.
It would have been F.
I don't know if he passed it to the next grade. But he did give you moments. And we kind of talked about this on the Peacock show. That one of the things about James is that, not saying I'm excusing it for happening, but one of the reasons you do trade for him is that he's a body that we know will be there. And his highs are really high, even if his lows are really low. Darius Garland, you can't say the same about, at least this season. He had been struggling with injury in the postseason for like 2 of the last 3 years. But when they traded for him, they didn't trade for him thinking, oh, James Harden has to be our second most important player or our second best player. But because of maybe the way some of his teammates also performed, he was catapulted to the place where some games he straight up had to try to be the best player because Donovan wasn't playing the way he needed to. Evan Mobley wasn't playing the way he needed to. Jared Allen was getting benched. And I just think that the age of 36 and a half, 37 years old, you're kind of crazy if you're putting him or any 37-year-old player in a position to be a 1A. And that's kind of what ended up happening eventually. Nick Wright talked about it all postseason long, how many games there were where James Harden had more turnovers than field goals made. Not assists, but field goals made. And in this series, half the times it happened.
Well, James Harden is also like, he is a system still. He is a guy that really does kind of like, he needs the ball to really operate the pick and roll and to get the offense going. Mm-hmm. And if he's not doing that and Donovan Mitchell is doing his thing, then it's really, what are you doing? He is kind of like the Band-Aid, the cushion for like when things are kind of falling apart, but it goes to the conversation that people were having. I think a lot of that was hindsight. It could be true as well, but a team that kind of needed a boost in the playoffs and needed some security in the playoffs, they went and got somebody that hasn't really proven himself in the playoffs. So I think that's always a conversation, but to the point of like the highs and lows of James Harden, he has that, but also so does Evan Mobley and Jared Allen, and apparently Donovan Mitchell now, where it's the highs are really good, and Jared Allen can have games where he's looking amazing. There's games where you don't even see him really there, and sometimes where he has to sit on the bench because he just really can't play that much.
I got an interesting text. You check your phone as we move on to the next player, which is Donovan Mitchell. Mm-hmm. How would you grade? I'll go first on this one. Yeah. I would grade Donovan Mitchell's postseason, and he had many moments, right? From the 37-point half to even in game 4 of this series, he was the only guy that really had a normal-ish game. Well, I guess above normal based on his production in the rest of the postseason. I would probably give it like a C- or something along, maybe a C. Because I don't know, I'm trying to compare it to like what a normal postseason has looked like for Donovan Mitchell and how great he has been more times than
like
not.
If you're going to compare it to the old Donovan Mitchell, you're probably going to give it lower.
A lower grade?
Probably like a D again. And that's just off the expectations of what we kind of expect from Donovan Mitchell.
That's not bad. I mean, there were so many times within these 3 series where I've just watched Donovan Mitchell sit in the corner and wait for stuff to happen around him. Mm-hmm. I was like, man, you are, in most cases, the best player on the court right now. How are we not having you in these actions, or how are we not finding ways to be ultra competitive? I was giving him a little bit of benefit of the doubt because in the first round, he saw Scotty Barnes and Colin Murray-Boyles, which is a great defensive duo. And then the second round, he saw Sar Thompson. And then the third round, it's like, oh, they got the Knicks, and the Knicks got like Mikal Bridges, who, I won't use the word falling off, but he's not the same defensive player that he was when he was in Phoenix. And he still didn't really give you that much.
Donovan Mitchell is also getting to a point too, and I think we've seen this from a couple players. Like, we talked about James Harden a few years ago where it looked like he was taking a dip because he was losing a step. Like, Donovan Mitchell has looked like he has lost a little bit of a step just getting to the rim, which doesn't always show because there's games where he just looks like he just got shot out of a cannon and he's in transition and he's going 1-on-3 and 1-on. But sometimes in his half court, he is not being able to break down his defender and get past him to get the shots that he normally does.
Right. I mean, I don't know if anybody asked him in his post game, but I wonder if he still has something linger. I forget what game there was. He like stepped on a cameraman's
foot.
He
did, yeah.
But okay.
I think they ended up winning that game too. I think that might have been the Pistons series.
It was early, so it might have been a Pistons. What about Evan Mobley? How we grading Emo's production and everything? I think it might be the toughest one to grade.
Yeah, because he had a lot of moments, and I think that he also had some stuff that always didn't really show in the box or the stat sheet. Mm-hmm. But there was always like you did kind of want more, and like part of that reason James Harden did have to elevate is because again like we need to find somebody to kind of put the ball in the cup.
Him and Chet are like two peas in a pod in a sense that really great defensive players, some of the best defensive players in the absolute world. And because we are so offensively pilled, sometimes their value level ends up dropping when you're watching. It's like, man, he only had 8 points, but it's like, oh my, he didn't let anybody score at the rim. Mm-hmm. But I say that all to say, those guys have not developed, I guess, the counters that I think are very important for them to end up being really good offensive players. And I found myself watching this game and asking myself, are we expecting too much from them? Because traditionally, we don't have, I think Chet Holmgren is probably the second best defensive player in the world. I think Evan Mobley is no further than let's say 8 or 9. Are we asking too much for them to be one of the best defensive players in the world while simultaneously averaging 20+ points per game?
Nah, not honestly.
Or do you think it's a tie to the contracts? You sign for $200 million, damn it, you better learn how to do a counter move. I don't know.
I don't know. It's tough because, I look at these guys and I don't think it's crazy now that around a possibility to kind of expect it. Now, having some type of you're the number one option jump is tough. But to get to the 20 a game and stuff like that, these guys aren't too far from it.
Yeah.
These guys have times where they have 25 to 30-point games and they're showing dominance. But I always say the hardest thing for these superstars is doing on an every single night basis.
Yeah, and I think that's probably where you need them to be, right? If Evan Mobley is going to be, I think you kind of need another jump offensive. But I'm looking at just all defensive teams historically. This year, Wembanyama, Chet Holmgren, Asar Thompson, Rudy Gobert, and Darrick White is the first team. Shout out Darrick White, I guess. Scotty Barnes, Casey Wallace, Bam Adebayo, OG Anunoby, Dyson Daniels. Other than Victor Wembanyama, Scotty Barnes averaged 19. He is like a offensive system, so we'll give him a pass. But these other guys, you don't look at as we need him to be. Even Bam Adebayo. Bam Adebayo is another great example. One of the best defensive players in the world. But we always be man, I just want Bam to average more. But I'm just asking, is that realistic?
Yeah,
for
I think
these players?
that's when you say it's too much. When it's you feel like you really do see the limitations of what they can do. For Bam, I think he's a little bit of a different conversation himself, just size. Why he's not doesn't have the height of some of these other guys, the length. I think he's more so of he's really good at using his quickness. But I'm looking at Chet and Evan Mobley, and a lot of times when we're asking them to take advantage of matchups, it's honestly size. The Knicks series for the Cavaliers is how can't you take advantage of some of these wings that are kind of stuck on you? You're just sitting at the perimeter. And for the most part, these dudes are, again, they're averaging 18 to 20. It's just all about being aggressive. And I think that could be a confidence thing, right? I don't know, to not be able to want it to be able to take advantages and not be able to do it on that stage. It could be a confidence thing, but I wouldn't put them in the same boat as Bam, but I do understand are we expecting too much?
Because I'm just thinking about I guess the difference between.
And the only reason why we stopped expecting it from Bam is because it was 4 or 5 years later. You know what I'm saying? We're still asking it for Evan Mobley and Chet. Bam, it got to a point where people are that's Bam. You kind of accept, he could give you 83, but he might also give you 7.
He dead ass might give you 4 points the next game. You never know.
But yeah, so I think it comes to a point after what?
Bam dropped 83 points in an NBA game, bro.
He did.
That's fucking crazy. That's probably when Anthony Davis was y'all might have to trade me again. 83?
It was Will Riley on the court.
Yeah, it's Tristan Vucevic guarding.
Yeah, it's they had a bunch of 19-year-olds guarding. But 83.
But I think what we're talking about on the offensive end, them jumps are the factors that turn somebody from being a top 20 player in the world to a top 10. Because I was just looking throughout history, just real quick off the top of my mind, all those guys that are great offensively. We're talking Giannis, we're talking Wemby, we're talking those type of guys, and those guys in many cases were best player in the world type of players.
I don't know. Thinking about, because I've been trying to do comparisons, and I'll kind of
Kawhi, another great one.
Okay, so what I was thinking was, what positions are the priority for teams nowadays? I'd probably say point guard, unless it's superstar based. Point guard is probably one of your number priorities. Then you could probably go center, power forward, and then maybe your shooting guard or small forward might be the least priority you might be worried about. And I was thinking, obviously, Jokic is different. He's probably could be your number one priority. There's some guys in the league and some players that are just really one-on-one for right now. It's hard to compare them and put them in certain scenarios. You damn near just got to leave them as one. Wemby feels like a one-on-one. Jokic feels like a one-on-one. Giannis, I know he's not the same, we don't look at him the same lens as the MVP, DPOY, but it's the one-on-one type player, honestly.
Yeah.
It's not many guys that just running through walls and are averaging 30 without even a jump shot. It's just one-on-one players, really.
Is Wemby the best player in the world?
I think so. Honestly. Damn. Bro, how could this even be a question if people are asking, you could have the next 5 number 1 picks, or you could have Wemby, and people are literally saying Wemby.
Wemby, yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't even think twice about it. All right, okay, getting back to our original thing, Evan Mobley, I'd probably grade it like
I give him like a C.
Maybe C+ for me. What about Jared Allen? 2 great Game 7s, but the games around them Game 7s ain't been the greatest.
Man.
But you don't win either of those games if you don't hoop.
Yeah, I'd probably say like a D. I think he has a little bit more of the benefit of the doubt in his favor, because I wasn't expecting as much as the Evan Mobley or the James Harden or Donovan Mitchell's from them, or like from a Jared Allen. I definitely expected better games, but not to that level from the other guys.
Last one, Kenny Atkinson. Coach Kenny, who also had a ridiculous quote to last game. Analytically, we've won 2 out of these 3 games. The stupidest shit a great coach has ever said in his life.
Yeah.
That is by far the craziest thing I heard from a coach in some time, man. And I done had Jim Boylan as my head coach before.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you believe that, that's not something you can say publicly. You just can't. Because what are the fans supposed to do with that information? Feel good about being down 3-0 because analytically you won the shot quality battle 2 times?
Bro, if I'm on the other team, I'm like, yeah, good shit. Good shit. Y'all done won the analytical battle. That's why we in the finals right now.
It's fucking crazy, bro. I don't think Kenny had many great moments in this series, man. The amount of times the Cavs blew double-digit leads before the first timeout of a run gets called, just small things like that go a long way. Blowing a 22-point lead is definitely a lot on the players, but the coaching staff gotta get something in there as well. So I would probably go like a D, bro.
Honestly, I'm gonna say I might even go F. The fact there has to, and maybe Kenny Atkinson is not that type of. There has to be some person that can wake these players up. Mm-hmm. It's a vetted team for most part. Like, there's a lot of grown men on this team, so I understand. But I don't know, Kenny Atkinson, and it felt like he didn't have no fire. It felt like everything he did was kind of timid. But when it gets to that point where it's just like anything I do is just like, I really just want to save my job. Like, he kept throwing the zone out there, and the broadcast was like, there goes Kenny trying to zoning. He just trying to find some stops. I do think that some of the stuff wasn't just all on him, though. Players just didn't show up.
Sure.
They just didn't.
Now we're talking about a second coach potentially within this core that you're like, oh, you might get fired. What does that tell you if J.B. Bickerstaff leaves and he goes to be the number 1 seed of his next team, and then you might get rid of Kenny Atkinson? What does that tell you? I think that's more of an indication on the core players versus the coaching.
Yeah.
But time will tell. Maybe he gets fired. Maybe he doesn't. We have no idea what the mindset is. We don't have no idea if they're going to sell. We don't have any idea if they're going to try to buy. This team is going in with so many different avenues they can go down. No idea which direction they decide to do. Mm-hmm. No idea. If you were LeBron James, would you consider going back home? On this hypothetical, it has to be for a minimum, though.
Would I go back home? Nah.
LeBron can't go with you either, by the way.
I wouldn't. I think the biggest benefit of LeBron James going like anywhere in like the next is like he wants to compete. And I don't think he fixes all. It would be a really cool story. It would be I think it would be more so going back home than it is to like he visualizes that he could take them over the hump. Now it's LeBron, so you got to be delusional and think so, but I think it would more so be about going home.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like LA is the place he should be. Mm-hmm. Or San Francisco. I'm just talking.
I don't know how I feel about that. You just gonna have the oldest duo in the league.
Yeah,
we're gonna have an average age of 39.
2 GOATs. And don't forget about Draymond. Draymond's still here too. He about 37.
At least you don't get a trade for Bron. Like, you just be signing into a minimum. Because it's like, bro, your future done after that.
Pod's going to take over. What you talking about?
You trust Pod's with the future?
He did just drop 30 2 months ago.
Jordan Poole was dropping 32.
Jordan Poole would be a superstar if so-and-so didn't tap X.
I don't know about all that.
No, I'm just talking. I'm definitely just talking because I know that boy, Y'all be quick to clip. Like, can I say something?
Hold on.
They be so quick to clip my stupid jokes that aren't funny, but also you should be able to, like when it was just a 2-man show, I asked Pierre, my fake drop the mic where you weren't here is Wemby the best player ever? And they was like, Kenny bugging. Motherfucker, I was playing. I even looked at the camera a certain way. Like, y'all gotta lock in, bro. Or maybe I gotta lock in.
They don't just
funny
understand sarcasm.
Yeah.
I don't got enough humor.
Yeah, we just, I don't know. We
That's because they busy just reading their screens. They can't. They don't got They can't get the feel of it.
This is the thing, though. They too busy watching the shows with the laugh track that tell you when something's supposed to be funny. We don't have laugh tracks around here. Comedy is organic.
I'm my own laugh track.
Comedy is organic over here. You think you could do improv? You're
Yeah.
not shot. I don't.
Nah, I don't.
Yeah, I was about to say. Y'all didn't know we did a previous episode before this. Mike, again, sitting in Pierre's spot. He had to do the numbers on the board. Yes. He said, we started the show. I said, welcome to Numbers on the Board. He said, I can't even do it.
Let me clear it up. Not just clear it up. Also clear my throat. You know, I getting over a little cold. I got a sore throat. So I wanted to make sure I put on the best performance for it.
Why
so
do you
I wasn't
always
ready.
have a sore throat, though?
Bro, no. I got to say, so at that damn wedding, do you remember we took those pictures with the cigars?
Yep.
You remember? I didn't light mine or whatever, but Tyler has his right there. And so he gave me his and I puffed on it. He's like, bro, why you put your mouth on that? I was like, bro, we've been sharing the same thing since like 15. We've been friends forever. I'm sure we didn't sipped off something before. You'll be all right. But later that damn night, I felt that tickle in my throat. I'm like, I done fucked up, bro. I was like, I hope. I'm about to text Tyler like, you feeling all right? You feeling all right? Because I know he'd probably think about that same shit if he had a sore throat.
Hold on. Breaking news. Breaking news.
No, just sit right here.
Welcome to the show, Pee Wee the Plug. Hey, man. If you remember like 10 minutes ago, I told Mike, check your phone. We got a very important text. And that text was from Pierre said, I'm on my way.
I want to say this real quick, bro. I don't ever want to hear nothing from no fans or nothing about how much we do for this show. I just broke my neck to get here because of the disappointment that I was seeing on Twitter when I let it be known I wasn't going to be here. And I didn't say the story on what happened to y'all either. I didn't tell y'all, right?
No.
Good. So let me explain this. I'm leaving home like regular on my way here. You take the same road. This is not a road where you speed or do anything crazy, right? This is between 35 and 40, I believe. Mm-hmm. I'm driving. No rain, no nothing. Perfect day. As I'm driving, I feel something on my leg. So I look down. Remember, I'm telling this story in a long-winded way, but remember, kind of like the NBA, when you break down a play, you can break it down in 5 minutes, but the reality is it's actually happening in 0.5 seconds. I look down, it's a black spider on me.
Bro.
Donovan Mitchell's revenge.
Damn, literally. It's a black spider on me. So I do what any human does. I had already jumped, like, what's the fuck is on me? Then I slap it down, and then I stomp on it. As I do all of this, I look back up. I'm headed into a curb. So I got to back off of the curb, but it's too late. Boom. So I'm still driving. I'm still going on the street. I'm like, dang, like I look crazy. Because I'm like, people don't know what just happened. I'm not even thinking much of it. Then I'm making that right on that right that we make. In my car, I drive a BMW. It's alerting me. Check tire, check tire, check tire. So now I'm like, damn. Still not thinking nothing crazy. So I pull over on the side. I'm like, let me check my tire. So I check the tire pressure from the car. It says 0.
Oh, shit.
So now I'm like, what? I'm like 0, and I have like special tires. These are like crazy tires. So now I'm getting out my car because I want to just look at my car. I'm walking around my car, beautiful, pristine. Nothing happened to my car. But I'll now look at the tire. Big ass rip in the tire.
Damn.
What, front passenger?
Yes, passenger. Big ass rip in the tire. So now I get back in my car. Remind you, I'm on a neighborhood I don't know. It's only a few minutes away from my house, but I'm still in a foreign neighborhood. I'm in front of somebody's house. And I sit in my car for a second. I'm like, I just kind of laugh to myself, like, hilarious situation to be in. And now I'm about to have to tell this story about this spider, like, to so many people. So I call Dana first, because let me just call my girl. And now I've never been in a situation like this. I've never been in a car accident. I'm a really good driver. So I'm like, what do I even do? So I call BMW roadside assistance. I'm on the phone with the dude. He's telling me I don't have a spare tire. I'm like, you sure? Like, let me check. I should have a spare tire. And he's like, no, you got those special tires. When they give you those tires, they don't give you a spare tire because you're rarely going to need it, which ironically is crazy.
How hard you hit that curve?
That's what I'm saying. It's an inflated tire. So like it would need a rip. Otherwise it would kind of just be able to hold on. But they had to come tow the car, take it to BMW. They can't take it without me being there, so I can't leave. The dude was telling me they was closed on a weekend, so all of the stuff that was happening,
and it was
they
just
gotta go
Memorial
tow.
Day, so they was closed.
Yeah. So they sending me updates. They're telling me, remember what time we do this pod? We do this at 9.
9. Yeah.
So I'm here doing these phone calls at like 9.
Yeah.
So the update is telling me that they're not going to be here to my car till 12:25. So I'm like, bro. So I call them. I say, listen, I'm not trying to make nobody's job harder than what it is because I know this is going to be hard to answer. But I want to know for work sake, is that an accurate time depiction that y'all will be here? He like, yeah, man, I think like, unfortunately, we got like 5 cars to get to before yours. I say, no biggie. I'm just going to be able to call my job. He then says, by the way, though, if it helps, we will notify you when we on our way. So I'm like, cool, at least I can go home. Bro, I have Dana come pick me up. I get home. Within 5 minutes of being home, they call me and say, hey, I'm about to be on the way. So I say, of course. Like, I just asked y'all that, and now I make it back home, and I got to go. So I go back there, and then I'm finally able to use the Uber that BMW got for me. They saying I can't use it until he get the car. He's loading up my car. He's like, you want to ride with me? I'm like, I would have loved to, but BMW told me I had to take Uber. So now I'm going to sit here and wait for this Uber to get here because I couldn't call it until you got here. So then I get to BMW, the dude telling me out everything, they looking at it or whatever. So he like, yeah, it's going to take like an hour and a half to fix. I'm like, well, y'all take me to work. Yeah. I'd rather go work than to sit here because I know a lot of people going to be mad. So now I'm here. And I'm here, but I made sure that I got here, because there's a couple times I was like, oh, I'm just gonna miss the pod. That's what made me tweet, because I'm like, bro, if it's gonna take 3 hours to get here, I'm not doing a pod. But yeah, man, the Knicks in the motherfucking NBA Finals. We litty. I popped a bottle last night on my recap video. I know a lot of people probably thought that shit was fake. No, that's a bottle that I popped. I should have popped it on the screen, but I didn't know how I was going, I didn't want to make a damn mess. So I had to safely pop it beforehand. We lit the fuck up. How y'all feel? Tickets is booked to either or. Let me know food recommendations.
I was feeling good, but I see how much energy you got. I don't know if I can match that.
Yeah. We in this motherfucker, man.
Mike been carrying the show.
Hey, shout out to Mike, man.
I hope that Jeremy tweets the clip. Him doing his numbers on the board.
I can't do it.
I ain't seen nothing. I haven't seen
I don't got no singing voice.
Bro. I'm not talking about this episode. I'm talking about on the Peacock episode.
Oh, the Peacock
episode.
episode.
So the people on YouTube.
So you knew not to even do it on this one.
No, I did on this.
He had a better. But he did a normal.
Okay.
But that first go round, man, I'm telling you, bro. I hope that's not lost in history, because everybody in the studio looked at him like, "What the fuck was that?" This I have it, Pete. Welcome back to Numbers on the Board. No, I don't even know how to do it, motherfucker. We 1,000 episodes in. What do you mean you don't know how to do it?
It's my first time on the job.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he definitely wasn't prepared. Like, we was all on our way. Mike
and then he also suggested that he does the intro and I do the numbers on the board.
Hey, I done the intro. I ain't never done the numbers on the board.
Oh, he was gonna say, "Welcome back to Numbers on the Board." Yeah. What have y'all talked about though?
We talked through the end of this series. We talked about,
What was y'all reaction? How do y'all feel?
I mean, we just did kind of shit on the Cavs for probably about 10, 15
Rightfully
minutes.
so.
15. We might have did 50 minutes.
Let me
on
ask
that.
y'all a
I
question.
ain't gonna lie.
Because I talked about this on my recap. And I'm curious to know y'all thoughts, and y'all probably seen the same thing. Are the Knicks damn good, or is the East weak as shit?
I think we were just talking about
We were
this.
just talking about
I think it's a little bit of both.
Because I know as a Knicks fan, you know how I feel, but I don't want to be biased.
I would go 7-3. 7 Knicks are really good. 3, the Eastern Conference is bad. I'm not surprised that the Knicks are in the finals. Right?
You was a person that was saying, you thought
I was
they would
telling
be here.
people to hold on to the rope. It ain't all doom and gloom. I think the matter in which the 11 games straight kind of showcase how bad the East can be. But also, some of the teams they went through with teams that we saw as contenders at one point in the season, whether or not they ended that way. You know, the Cavs traded for James Harden. I came the next week like, shit, I might pick them to win.
We with it.
I might. And
Jason
then,
Tatum came back, and it was like, oh, there go your favorite.
yeah. So I don't know.
Sixers beat them, and we was all like, uh-oh.
Yep. But you only can play the team in front of you, right?
Yeah.
So even though the Sixers had basically, you think about the Sixers had 9 days of great basketball to beat
The Celtics.
And
They
then
really
after
got to
that-
hate. That's a hatred.
And after that, they reverted back to normal.
We gonna do all this just to beat y'all because we hate y'all that
And
much.
this is our Super Bowl.
That's they get back. So what I was saying was, for me, I know I'm a Knicks fan, but to remove myself out of it, even if this wasn't a Knicks, and say the Cavs have done what the Knicks done, I, as a basketball analyst, while being a fan, learned my lesson last year. Because I cannot believe how many of us, myself included, looked at the Pacers, click and be a totally different team, and just refuse to acknowledge that they were different. And I feel like the Knicks are in a similar realm where, like, you have the regular season, which we did not dominate and do the things that we thought we were going to do. But in these playoffs, we have just flipped a switch.
Yeah.
The East is a bit weaker compared to the Western Conference, but amongst each other, it was never like the East is weak. It was always weaker than the West, but it was a dogfight amongst each other. And that's why we got the Raptors going 7 with the Cavs. That's why we got the Pistons going 7 with the Magic and then going 7 with the Cavs. That's why we had all of the Celtics and the Sixers went 7. All of these were dogfights until these teams had to face the Knicks. So I feel like the East is weaker in comparison to the West, but amongst each other, it's been a dogfight all year. But the Knicks, like the Pacers, have clicked, and now they just that damn good.
And you know what also is a good point to bring up when it comes to this? They weren't universally picked to win. In the first round, people pick Atlanta, and like real people pick Atlanta. And you would be like, I don't see it, but it ain't the craziest thing. Atlanta was one of the hottest teams in the league. You know, people picked the 76ers after what they did to the Boston Celtics.
Rightfully so.
And in this series, there are real people that picked the Cavs as well. I don't know how the fuck they got to that conclusion.
As a Knicks
but
fan,
people
every
did.
series, that's what happened. We beat somebody and it's like, y'all did all that to now here come.
Yeah.
And now they doing it now for the finals where it's like,
Happened
y'all
to the Pacers last year too.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I keep
Exactly
reminding
happened.
people like, hey, y'all talk y'all shit, but y'all did the same thing to the Pacers.
That's why you kind of hit it on the head. And I think we were really trying to get into that conversation earlier. Just like, is it the Knicks that are really just rolling, or is it more so the East is not what we kind of expected? They're weaker than we expected to be. But I really do think it's more so leaning towards the Knicks too. Just rolling. We talked already about Karl Anthony Towns kind of finding himself. But everybody, y'all just feel like not a whole new team, but y'all feel like y'all are just above levels on the other team right now. I mean, y'all got a guy to close games with Jalen Brunson. The cat question marks. I mean, we still going to see him like in the finals because you got some tough tasks, but he's been really good. You look at the supporting cast, has been able to contribute. Y'all are on the right way. So I would probably say it's been more so the Knicks. The fashion of how y'all beat teams, I would give y'all more so the benefit of the doubt than just saying the East is weak. Because it really comes down to the East being so weak made it hard to gauge how close are they to a Knicks or a Spurs, I think, or not a Knicks or a Spurs, to a
OKC or
Thunder
Spurs.
or a Spurs.
Yeah, now
Because-
I feel you. That is a different conversation in itself.
Yeah.
And we'll get a chance to see how this series wraps up because I mean, obviously OKC ain't its healthiest, and the Spurs, though they are 2-2, they have shown little hiccups here and there. Yeah.
Ebbs and flows.
So that's a conversation that I'm not prepared to have until we see this play out. Because somebody just asked me while I was waiting on the car stuff to situate itself, like, who would I rather play? I don't know.
Shit, both them teams scary, honestly.
Yeah. They're both incredible teams. You got the two-time MVP. You got the 7-5 guy. Again, the OKC team is a bit beat up. Will they get back to health? We all hoping so. But yeah, bro. It just I can't help but look at the Knicks while also reminding myself, because I felt stupid the whole offseason about how I personally, I don't even know if it was always publicly either, but I won't lie. I was saying to myself, all right, not a Pacers gonna get handled. Not a Pacers gonna get handled. Then they got all the way to the finals, like, all right, for real.
Yeah.
Here you go. And it never happened.
I think there's also positives in the fact, and especially that last game, and maybe it's outlier like the Cavs quit, but there's been times where Jalen Brunson has struggled a little bit, but the supporting cast has been able to kind of like keep him afloat. And then fourth quarter, here comes Jalen Brunson. And I think that's a really good thing to kind of like have, because last
Can't be
year,
a fluke if it also happened 3 times, Mike. 3 times we have put the belt to people on those closeout games when a lot of other teams probably would have left the door open.
It was 45 points at one point yesterday. 45, man.
bro.
Did it to the Hawks, did it to the Sixers, did it to the Cavs. Well, we all was every time on the road. We ain't do that in Madison Square Garden against the Hawks. I think that was on the road. Yeah, I think that was on the
That was
road.
game 6.
Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely, it was on the road.
on the road in all these games too.
But I said in my video, yeah, it was a home game in every one of them games at the same time.
It was, yeah.
Because the crowds are so ridiculous. You know, Chalamet busting people into these cities or something. It's the only explanation. So yeah, I'm happy for you, P.
I
'Cause
appreciate
he
it.
had his. Was that linear? I said this. I don't know. Everything's blending together. It's been a day. He had his moment in 2020. You're having your moment right now. Darrick, collectively, has probably had.
He's with the Knicks right now. The
Right,
Spurs
so
could
he's
go.
gone through a lot. And you know, the whole time you've been a Knicks fan, y'all really ain't been shit.
Ain't shit at all.
So to have it finally happen is cool. And then not only that, to get game tickets to game 1.
It's nuts, bro. Nuts to be able to be in that building. That's why I keep telling people that trying to shit on the parade. At this point, we got over the hump. I've said this too. This is well documented. Only thing I feel like as a fan you can ask for is for your team to put themselves in the best position to do it. Whether they do it or not now is up to them and the basketball. Like, all you can, it's just like being a coach or being on a team. All you can ask for, you can't help what team you on at the YMCA or LA Fitness. Hey, are we going to play smart and hard? Cool. As long as we leave everything out there, if we play against a team that's better than us and they beat us, so what? But we put ourselves in position. And the Knicks brass, they made decision after decision after decision. Some of them you like, ooh, okay. Like, you know what I mean? But even with the Mike Brown thing, I can't say I would have did it, but I remember coming on here and going on YouTube and saying, hey, because of all of the moves that they made prior to this, they have earned the right to have my trust. And so I'm trusting them in the move, and it paid off. The Brunson situation, a lot of people had questions about. It paid off. I remember arguing with fellow Knicks fans because of how much they loved Dante DiVincenzo, which I understood. But again, you was getting Karl Anthony Towns. The 5 draft pick stuff put to bed. The OG Anunoby trade, nobody ever questioned. But, you know, his contract extension, people was like, oh, that's a lot. All of it's put to bed. Everything that they did, it panned out. It's worked. This is where you want to be. As long as you're on this stage, you have shown that you have a chance. And a lot of people can't get over this hump. We've seen a lot of great teams not be able to get over this hump. And yeah, to be an authentic Knicks fan, that I like, dog, my earliest Knick day, we had Marty Collins on the team. No disrespect to Marty Collins. I'm just showing you how far it goes back. That's like when I was visualizing being drafted by the Knicks in those early 2000s and playing, and to be able to go from there. The first time I seen the Knicks in the playoffs, like in my like remembering days, I think we got swept by like the New Jersey Nets with K. Martin Kidd. And to be able to get to this point, we talking about Frank Ntilikina, Kevin Knox, Kristaps Porzingis, Noah Vonleh. I'm talking about Ronaldo Balkman. We talking about Landry Fields, Wilson Chandler, Danilo Gallinari, Jordan Hill when we could have got, you know, Steph Curry.
Yeah.
I'm talking about then getting my hopes up because we had Melo, J.R. Smith, Amari, Tyson Chandler. And then, you know, we had to go against the Heat. And then to go back into, you know, Brandon Jennings was a point guard on our team. Y'all remember that?
Yep.
Like,
I remember. I think
Damian
did he
Dotson.
play alongside Derrick Rose?
Yeah, Derrick Rose.
Yeah.
One of the first things that started our community was 18-4-4 as a third option in a triangle offense. Like,
Yeah.
Jeb Hornacek coached us, dog. Derek Fisher was our coach. Mark Fitzdale was
the
the
Barnes beat his head, didn't he?
like. Like this shit go back.
Yeah,
Lou
shout out to
Lou
Fizz.
Amundsen.
Yeah.
So when I
forgot
see
this
my
was
boy
there.
Mitchell Robinson
Taj
still on this
Gibson hitting
team,
3 threes in the game.
Taj Gibson, dog, like this shit go back. Like Marcus Morris was almost an all-star.
Chris Duhon.
Chris Duhon, bro. Chris Duhon.
Chris Duhon, man.
Chris Duhon, former Bull. Did he ever play for the Lakers? He almost made the.
Oh, that's a good question.
I think he.
Chris Duhon, a dookie. Like we come along. Michael Sweetney from Georgetown. Like, yeah, real Knicks fan. The real Knicks fan.
Chris Duhon did play for the Lakers.
Bada boom, bada bing. I remember when he got drafted by the Bulls. I was such a Duke fan back then. I was like, there's no way he gets drafted by the Bulls.
Never
I think
got
he was
to
like
the
a
Blazers,
second
though,
round pick.
to complete the
I think
4-4.
the other cool thing about the Knicks just making it to the finals is I love the conversations. Not love, but like it's always the conversations, and we kind of been beating them where it's like a young player or a young team, they just can't win a championship. Like OKC has done it. We had the centers can't lead a team to a championship.
Small guard.
Or then he had Jokic. Now we have the small guard, and I think it goes back to the conversation too, where I was saying that like a lot of times history does repeat itself, but like sometimes you got to just take the one of one for by itself. Jalen Brunson might be the one of one right now.
Yeah, y'all know I'm normally I don't use a historian, but I do look at historical data a lot of the times when making predictions or so on. We got to the point in 2026, 2025, where a lot of you got to throw that out the window. Things that you've never seen in the NBA is actively happening. The Spurs are 2 games away from being in the finals. As we just saw the youngest team ever win, and now they might get beat
Even
just
a
by
younger
1
team.
year, right? So like small guards not being able to do it has historically been the case since Zeke. But that's not the case anymore, right? Because there's infrastructures that you can build around said small guard, especially if that small guard going to be top 10 and can turn into top 5 at any given moment.
Yeah.
So yeah, a lot of these old narratives are gone. Like even like remember Charles Barkley, jump shooting teams can't win championships, and then Steph Curry's like, the fuck? Hold
real.
on, let me do something real quick, and that went out the way. So it just, what's the next narrative that's gonna get broken?
That's a good question. That majority of my recap was centered around that. Because again, I talked about that Pacers team and the resemblance. And it's like we are so used to in this time just referencing everything in a regular season. A team ain't never did this and that and did this, or they did this and did that. And it's like, I'm with that. And I'm not saying completely ignore that. I'm not, because you can only work with what you have. But this is now back-to-back seasons. And it's probably even before, like when the Miami Heat went on a run in a bubble, from the play-in, I'm guaranteed that they didn't look like the team we saw in the regular season, statistically wise. So it's like we now starting to see where, again, you don't X out the regular season. You work with what you have, and you can only use the numbers that are in front of you. But I don't think we can glue that to team by team anymore, because we seeing, like you can get into a series. It's almost kind of like what I grew up to understand with baseball. A dude can hit 60 home runs in the regular season, and all of a sudden and get in the playoffs, and he's 1 of 17.
We looking at you, Aaron.
Shout out to the other cat. But yeah, that could happen. Or you can have a guy like I told them. I remember 05 vividly. Scott Podsednik was not a home run hitter. He would get on base and steal 70 bases. He had a walk-off home run on our way to win a World Series. Because it's just like you got to take certain shit out of the equation, because when you get to that moment, guys can get hot. March Madness is like that. I know it's single game elimination, but yeah, we've now seen a few times where teams look a certain way. Mike Brown and them literally unlocked the new version of the team in the playoffs.
Yes.
Hey, Cat, let's just do this right here. And it's like, oh, shit.
It's working.
Let's get it popping. Like,
because like 2 weeks before the postseason started, a month, Carly Towns straight up saying, I don't know what my role is. That was right before the playoffs. And here they are in the fucking finals, man. It's kind of crazy when you think about it, man. I can't.
And then we just saw in this series, they were prepared for it. So then the Knicks said, you know, we'll revert back to our old ways, and it'll still work. So now whatever happens in the finals, you got give or take. And I don't think it matters as long as OG is as comfortable as he is, because he looks back to himself. Mikal doing what he does. Landry Shamet can't fucking miss. One of my greatest calls ever was saying in the regular season, hey, man, watch out for him. He's going to do some shit in the playoffs.
I might get a 44 jersey.
I wouldn't blame you, bro. I wouldn't blame you.
I fucking love watching Landry Shamet
The
play
man
ball.
just
I signed him in a rebuild on 2K the other day, and I was pissed.
Because he didn't give you the same results?
They got his perimeter defense at a 60 in game.
2K be behind.
60?
They be late.
They be so behind. They be so behind. And then next year, they'll inflate it too much.
He's going to be a 98.
And he'll be locking shit, and they be like, all right, now tone it down a bit. But yeah, man, I'm ecstatic. I'm happy. I'm super happy just knowing, we'll be able to experience a game. I've never been to an NBA Finals game. I've never been in the
All of our
environment.
first finals, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Never been to anything like it. So to be able to know that the Knicks gonna be there, it's an incredible feeling. Man, I'm so happy and excited. So happy and excited, man.
We got to get Darrick like a big ass Knicks jersey to wear to one of the games.
For real.
Get him
I've
a
been trying to
throwback,
figure
though.
out.
Yeah,
Get him
like
a
a-
Willis Reed or
No,
something.
Oakley.
Oh,
Oakley
man.
would be tough. I've been trying to figure out, like, do I want to wear a jersey? And if I do, who jersey I want to wear? I think I'm Brumperon, though. I think I'm Brumperon. Josh Hart probably my guy, but this Brunson is just,
You don't got the Kolek on deck?
nah.
The only person that got that Kolek jersey is Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah, for real. Shout out to my boy Tyler Corlett.
Yeah.
What was y'all saying about the Cavs when y'all was ethering them?
I mean, mostly about some of the quotes that comes out after. You know, James Harden said, I genuinely feel like we're the better team.
Why do players continue to say that?
I
Like,
don't know.
if you say that in a 6 or 7 game series, I can understand it. But you just got swept and lost by 33 points, I
I think
think.
it's a jackass response, honestly.
Yeah. But now we went through and we like graded the players, how they're not just this series, but their entire postseason run. We talked about Kenny Atkinson.
Yeah.
But that's kind of it. We didn't really talk about what's next for them. But
Yeah,
I'm
I mean, it's
I'm kind
hard.
of washed out with that because we did it on linear too.
Yeah, I feel y'all. I was just, as a James Harden fan, a little disappointed.
That's basically
That's
why.
what Mike was going to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's like not even. Honestly, I could care less about the Cavs as like a team. Like I like the Cavs. I like Donovan Mitchell, but it's like I'm not rooting for the Cavs. I was rooting more so for the backcourt, especially James Harden. And I see all the narratives. I'm sure he probably does too. Of this, like the lack of playoff success, lack of playoff, just rising to the occasion. And it's hard to defend because it's like the same thing. You just
Over and over.
Yeah,
over
I'm
and
to the
over.
point where I don't even think I want to defend it.
No,
'Cause I
I-
can't.
Yeah, I think it's run its course.
It's just like,
I mean, we year 17. You know.
and I wasn't even expecting him to really carry them or do anything.
but it was so damn bad.
Yeah, I just
It
wanted
was
him to be
so
himself. And I felt like a lot of it obviously falls on him. The Cavaliers did put him in a certain position to need to do more, which I felt was also idiotic. But some of the stuff that he can control is what I didn't like. And I talked about it also where like Richard Jefferson kind of defended him like, whose responsibility is that to get back? And yeah, it ain't James Harden because he's a shooter, but there is an effort level of him to try to get back. And it just wasn't there. And I felt like that throughout the entire course of the series. When shit got hard or tough, you see James Harden turn the ball over, miss a jump shot, or somebody else will miss a jump shot. And those details, I feel like should be at the top of his list because he has enough experience to have been in these moments where it's shortcoming, where it's like, these little shits matter.
Yeah,
and
I
I
mean-
sometimes feel like for him to be in year 17, being 36 years old, he be out there like he don't realize how much a turnover or getting back in
He
transition
act
matters.
like he don't care.
Yeah.
That's my thing. It's like, bro, I understand it's game. You act like it's game 6 when it's the Eastern Conference.
You ever
Finals.
play an export and you play with the dude who good, so he know he finna get picked up, and the team start off bad. It's like 9-3, and the game go to 11, and he damn near like mentally quit.
No, yeah, it's the dude that's like, yeah, y'all got one for
Yeah,
next?
yeah.
Pick me up next
That's
week.
how he be out there like sometimes, where it's like he
Y'all
know
got
the
one?
series over. Everybody know the series is over.
This is my warm-up game right here.
But he just like, fuck it, I'm just not
But
even
he
gonna even
kind of
try.
is that too because hypothetically, if he becomes available, some team is going to convince themselves that James Harden's good
I'm
enough to
already
get-
seeing like, man, his dream destination was always been a Rockets. He would love to go out there and end his career there, especially with KD. I've already
With the
seen
little
that.
things too, because back in the day, James Harden, he didn't really have to go lift the finger for the dirty things.
No,
He had
PJ Tucker was like, I
he
got
had-
you. I'm gonna
he
get
had
back.
2 through 15 to do that for
Yo,
him.
James, we gonna get back.
It's different times now, James.
Yeah, it's not a single person on the team that's like that for him now. Maybe Strus.
Yeah.
I mean, Keon Ellis would do it, but damn it, he can't play. So everybody just looked like they.
Dennis Shooter keep posting these damn Instagram posts.
Oh no, that was crazy.
Darrick sent that shit and I couldn't believe it. If Darrick didn't send it, I would have thought it was fake. Darrick sent a screenshot of his page, so I knew it was real. But if I had been scrolling and somebody put that, I would thought that motherfucker put 03 and
People
he
at
crossing
home-
over.
Dennis Schroeder uploaded on Instagram a photo dump of the conference finals, and the caption says 03 because they were down. They were down 03.
Did he do a new one to say long?
Oh my God, swept. Like imagine his, no, Mike, don't.
but
check,
it's
bro.
also
Don't
just
check.
worse because he not doing shit.
He not doing a damn thing.
He not doing
He not doing
shit.
shit, man.
What is this? It's like DS7.
DS17,
DS
FG or
_17.
something.
What that stand for? I'm joking. I'm joking.
Maybe it's.
Bro, he did.
Oh, he did?
But he did. But it's not. It's a full caption. Cleveland, Not what we hope for, but not what we hope for. But in sports, it be like that sometimes. It be like that sometimes.
Did you see his record was like,
hold on. But the great thing is sports. But great things in sports history take time. And sometimes you have to wait for the right moment. It just wasn't our time yet. Knicks, congrats.
I think that's the downs. Like, again.
They fried him in the comment section.
They said he should just put 04.
But they fried him so bad that he commented on his own post that said, every comment y'all make is making me money.
Oh, no. No, it's probably not even.
Somebody said, bro,
is that how Instagram even works?
No.
He said, bro, actually might be going to China next year.
That's like me saying.
Or Dennis Schroeder just put laughing emojis on these.
That's some shit a YouTuber can say because it work like that. But that's like being on Twitter, like, yeah, y'all making me money. But then you get the positive from Twitter and it's $28.
Right, yeah.
It's like, Dennis Schroeder, you're a millionaire.
Dude, they are swept by Bron.
Shout out to Dennis Schroeder, though.
Swept by Bron, swept with Bron, swept on LeBron's whole team. Time to hang it up, bro.
Hey, but you know what?
Oh,
He's a Hall of Famer.
He is a basketball Hall of Famer.
He also did have one of the nice comebacks with the hairline, too.
That shit is crazy, bro. That shit is crazy.
Was that natural?
What do you mean?
I thought he got cut.
No, I know he got a bad cut, but did it grow all the way out by itself, or did he have to go get some enhancement?
Wait, why did he get?
Why wouldn't it grow back by itself?
I don't know.
Hold on.
In his defense, he posted after every game, win or loss, the entire postseason he posted.
There do come a time and place though for everything.
Dude, even one of my friends from Hive Mind commented on one of these. He's a Cavs fan. He said, "Huge minutes tonight, champ." That was a few games ago. I wonder how Graydon is feeling right. Matter of fact, I'm gonna text Graydon.
No, he got something done, KB. He got something done. His shit is touching like almost the crown of his head. I don't remember his stuff.
Did we ever get the story? Did he try to cut himself?
I think he did tell a story. I don't remember the details of it though.
And he was in Atlanta too. I know they was getting on his ass.
Let's switch gears to the Western Conference. I don't think we got a chance to talk about Game 4 because that was like on Saturday. I don't know. Anyway, the Spurs take a Game 4 pretty convincingly and may have unlocked some things.
Can we clap it up?
We got a 2-2 series, y'all. We got a 2-2 series. Game 5 is tonight. J-Dub is questionable. So we'll see what that play looks like. And I think A.J. Mitchell is also questionable. So there is a universe where they both play, even though I don't think that's the universe we live in.
I agree. Man, shout out to the Spurs. I talked about it a bit, but what I will say is I'm just impressed thoroughly with the Spurs for a couple of reasons. We harper on how young they are, or harp on that, and it's impressive to see them respond in a way that they did, because I'm not going to lie. I thought that Game 3 loss was very tough for a few different reasons. To start the 15-0 run, to see that evaporate, to lose, and the MVP doesn't have some like statement-making game. Jay Will and these guys coming off the bench just lighting it up is just not the way that you want to lose. And I could have seen that take a big turn and the series go downhill. They responded with another great start. I was concerned a little bit because I think I remember tracking in my mind like the first 4 or 5 shots were like jump shots, and it wasn't Wemby establishing himself in the paint or anything like that. And I was like, bro, don't start this. And then they got like a lob, and the rest was history. Yeah. And I was I was just happy to see them respond, get a dominant win, and make an adjustment. Because I remember after Game 3 in my recap, I was asking myself, I was asking the people, do we think Mitch is going to make an adjustment, or are they going to live and die this way? And to see them be a little bit more comfortable with kind of guarding Shea, just stand up with a lot of gap help, obviously, but not just giving out open threes to role players and allowing them to find their rhythm and confidence. And it ended up being in their favor. Chet is kind of the same things I was talking about with Evan Mobley, but to a worse degree, because I feel like even in my conversations with Evan Mobley, he still was producing. It was still, a production level that you couldn't ignore with Evan Mobley. I just wanted more because I know Evan Mobley is great. Chet is not even giving us standard games.
I got y'all next round. Give me past the Spurs, I got y'all next round.
But then we say that last series?
That's what it feels like. No, I think last year he's pretty good. He had a couple 20-point games.
That was the Lakers.
Yes, he was good. He was.
He was doing his thing.
But in this one, I made the point on Sirius yesterday because people have been saying like, yeah, man, this is just a really bad matchup for him, which is true. But these are the same motherfuckers you're gonna see every year. You and Wemby gonna be in the same conference maybe for the entirety of your career.
He also
You
be
gotta
out there at
learn
times
something.
when Wemby not on the floor.
Yeah, he just
Because I was watching, all right, Wemby ain't out here, bro.
it's your sign to shine.
Cornette or whoever they signed.
But Cornette got blessed by the nuns, so there was nothing they could do against him that day.
But I'm like, yeah, bro, when Wemby ain't on the court, sometimes even when Wemby on the court, in my mind, Chet should still be like, they can't fuck with me.
Yeah.
Now, is you dunking on them? No. But you
Getting
know
your
what I mean?
shot blocked by Devin Vassell and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
it was just too many soft looks.
It should look bad when you 7 foot and like playoffs, every bucket matters. You getting stuff by the look guys.
And then
What dunk they is?
no J-Dub out there, so it's like, bro, you got to help Shea out a little bit. Help your MVP have his back. Like, just get shots up at that. He be catching it, be hesitant, he'll catch it. His shot already slower. He end up jabbing, he'll pass. I'd be like, bro, just shoot the ball, bro.
He is so indecisive.
Shoot the ball, bro.
He
Shoot
is
that
so
fucking
indecisive.
basketball.
And I think that is one of the biggest differences between him being the best version of himself offensively versus not. I just feel like everything is 1 second too slow. And the way the Spurs defended in game 4, you could not have been a second too slow. Just straight up. The amount of times he loaded up for a dunk and some wing behind him blocked his shot in this series, I think it's at 4. Like 1 a game.
This
It's like,
is
damn, just get the ball up on the rim. And then one of the times they got a shot clock violation.
Yes, they did.
I'm like, come on, bro. We got to get the shot. We at least got to get the shot on the rim.
That's when he was in the mid post doing all that.
Doing some extra stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this was a big win for the Spurs, not only for the reasons you kind of just mentioned too, about like how you responded to the last game, but I thought this could have been how game 1 was. I thought game 1, the Spurs were pretty dominant for the most part of like the whole course of the game. They just kept turning the ball over. They kept turning the ball over, and you leave the window open for the Thunder. Thunder are the best team in the league and just taking advantage of that. But they've been doing a better job at
Not in
least.
game 4, the Spurs won the turnover battle,
Bro,
which
the
is
Spurs
crazy.
have been taking care.
That's a game in itself.
Hey, if you could take care of the basketball against the Thunder, you're doing yourself a huge favor.
Yeah, bro.
Like
Yeah.
you're just saving yourself so many baskets you're gonna have to get back, saving yourselves from runs. Like it's always easier or harder to say than it is to actually do it. But it's one of them things you kind of have to like. You got to win that war or battle within the war with the Thunder.
I was so happy for them, man. I was so happy. And then to know that the Knicks finished their job so you get a little bit of more rest as well. I just love this series. I'm just having so much fun watching this series. It feels like a boxing match because game 3, I definitely was like, man, this is a reminder game from the Thunder that we are this good. We are an all-time team to where we can win a dirty game like that where Shea struggled, but the bench just come out and give you how many points did they score? Was it 59 or was it 70?
It was a lot of points.
I don't know. It was a lot though.
Yeah, well, for the bench to just respond like that was like another reminder of how layered this team is to where they can miss J-Dub and A.J. Mitchell. Shea cannot have a great game. Chet ain't do nothing too crazy. And it's like, hey, our bench is just going to come out and lead us. And I was like, bro, that's some scary shit. And then the Spurs retaliate with a haymaker of their own. And so now we guaranteed 2 more games of this, possibly going to get a 7.
It got to go 7, right?
Man, it feel like 7.
It does.
Because you think either of these teams are showed enough that they're going to win back-to-back games like that?
No.
And now it's really hit or miss. Especially it's like,
And the Spurs, that would be 3 wins in a row.
Yeah.
yeah, because OKC really like, it always comes down to it, but OKC, they can't live in the paint if Vic is down there. So they could have another game where they're like shooting the ball pretty roughly and it can still be a good game, but like you leave the door open. You leave the door open for sure.
I am interested to see if Shea is going to be able to. He got to figure something out. You
They're
gotta figure
showing
something
him
out.
like 2 to 3 bodies
Yeah.
in every time. It's not even like a full out double because then you just kind of like, you try to limit some of the Caruso shots and all these, but it's just like, hey, you're going to have to take the toughest shots you can possible, but go get yours.
And you got. I have that Devin Vassell contest like glued in my mind.
Oh,
Where he
yeah.
met him damn near at the apex. Like was there. And you know, I still want to see the Spurs clean some things up. Hey man, Keldon Johnson. It's tough for me to watch sometimes, bro.
It's like, bro, it's sometimes when a player is, it feels like they're trying too hard to get on the damn. Like, instead of just doing the things that just naturally get me into the game and get me going, I'm trying to do too damn much to get up some points.
I need those habits to end now. And that's some of the inexperience that people talk about when they talk about young teams in the playoffs from an experience level. Keldon Johnson he was a 6 man a year. He can be productive and he can help them at certain times. But in that last game, It was tough for
He
me
had
to
an
watch.
offensive foul where he was just running, just ran somebody over on a fast break.
He be having, but like he had a time where he went down in the trenches with no plan, and it didn't result. And I'm like, yo, what were you doing? There's certain times he catch and you just throw that motherfucker up. Like, I got to get me one. I'm like, bro, not against this team. You can't do that against the Thunder, bro.
Yeah.
This is the Western Conference Final. This is not the regular season where it's like, you got to get yours. No, they don't. And the Spurs don't even need that from you right now, brother. He throwing lobs all late and shit on the fast break. He threw one so late. I'm like, why you even try to
Is he
throw
the
that?
one that misthrew it to Wemby?
He might have.
Somebody overthrew Wemby.
Which is
No, I
crazy.
think it might have been Bryant who overthrew it. Somebody overthrew
Shout out to our
Wemby.
friend Carter Bryant too.
Yeah, hell
He went viral for that moment where Mitch Johnson
He
was,
kind of chewing him up.
yeah, and then Wemby's reaction to it. And,
But you know what's funny though? Like Mitch Johnson chewed him up, and then he had like a
Chewed him out. Chewed him up is nuts.
He chewed him out, and then right after that, because Mitch Johnson, like, you kept him in the game. He had committed another, like, silly-ass foul.
Foul, yeah. All his fouls are silly.
And he looked right back at that bench. I'm like, bro, you look like a young-ass kid
He does.
right now.
Because you can see him looking at the bench. I'm like, don't
Bro,
even
you
look,
look
bro.
like a young-ass kid.
Don't look,
he,
Carter.
like he truly does just look like a
Because
he
he
is a
truly
kid.
is.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair.
Like if we go out, like when we go out to Vegas and he was just like, yo, what up? He couldn't come kick it with us. Yeah. He's that young. Just to give it some perspective, we couldn't invite him out. I mean, he could probably get in because he's fucking Carter Bryant, but legally, he's one
of my wife's favorite players.
he was one of my favorites, if not.
Because he, my wife used to do the ASL translation. He grew up in the ASL background, so he knows sign language, and I don't remember the specific story, but I think one side of his family has someone that's
Or he might have a sibling.
somebody is deaf or hard of hearing, so he learned ASL for them. And when he was growing up, he used to go. Oh my God, I remember the story from draft night. He used to go to the hard of hearing school and play with those kids, and then go to practice.
Didn't he do something in Arizona with it too?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I think he did something in Arizona. Yeah, it was a big thing around the draft time though.
Shout out to Carter Bryant.
Yeah, shout out to Carter Bryant, man. One of my favorites from that draft class.
He said he's gonna be the best one.
He just had, just went to a loaded team. But
Actually, I love it for him.
me too. I was not expecting. I would have probably taken a little earlier, but the Spurs, the right place got him.
Y'all want to rank some moments?
Yeah, let's rank some moments.
Postseason. I got a few. And I just wanted y'all to rank them S to F.
Okay.
Honestly speaking, they're all good ones. So it's probably like B through S to B.
Okay.
First one, Cade's 45-point game while being down 3-1 versus the Orlando Magic for a win that ignited, obviously, the overall comeback.
Now, I think to make it fair as possible, because like you said, all these are great performances. I think we have some ideas of what could be the S in the back of the mind. I know one that like one of the performers I think is an S. I think you have to start right there. Is like, this is an amazing performance, but is it S?
No, it's definitely not
It's
S.
not S.
It's not S. But is it a B?
I don't think I think it's got to be in between. It's got to be an A. It's not one of the weaker performances, but it's not the performance.
And it was needed with the context 3-1. That's why I really like this performance. It was a tough, gritty series as well. So that 45 he got was earned. Damn it. So yeah, I would get a say.
Okay, next one.
Because how many did the team even have? He might have half the.
I mean, I don't know. Jamal Cain, poster dunk.
Oh,
Yeah, it's not all gonna be performances. Sometimes it is a specific moment.
This might be S tier. The moment in itself is what I'm saying, Mike. It might be S tier.
that was the best dunk in the playoffs, honestly. Well, I think that one is Stephon
got
Castle.
moment.
Stephon Castle.
You talking about Stephon Castle?
So you know what? Let's give it an A as well. Because
The Jamal Cain dunk was just like,
I think it was just out of nowhere. I
bro,
think
that
that's what
shit was
made
like
it.
a FU type moment, though.
Yeah,
too.
that shit
And
was.
was just like, bro, I don't even care.
Jalen Duren like stumbles and then he falls.
Yeah.
And it's like, and then Jeremy King likes over him flexing.
Yeah.
It don't get much better than that. I mean, but maybe it does because somebody else had a
Stephon
crazy
Castle.
Stephon Castle dunk was just disgusting.
Let's get that one next on the list then. His dunk over
That's
Isaiah
S.
Hartenstein.
That might
S
be
tier.
S.
It looked like he was shot out of a cannon, bro.
Yeah, it's like some
Yeah.
2K shit,
like
bro.
pogos for knees. Just boing. and-
You ever get dunked on the 2K and be like, bro, that ain't even real. They ain't give me no chance. That's how that shit
That's
was,
exactly
bro.
how it was. Okay, another S or maybe first S moment. Next one we got is RJ Barrett's game-winning shot versus the Cleveland
hit
Cavaliers.
every part of the rim.
Every part of the rim.
This shit had people saying there's magnets on it.
I feel like this got to be the B, honestly.
Because they went on to lose the series. That probably hurts it a bit, right? In hindsight.
And I'm just trying to like compare and contrast to some.
I'm
of the
trying
other
to give it
moments.
brownie points because he's from there.
Yeah.
He's
Had a
from
whole
there.
city. Yeah.
They was about to get closed out.
Was it the same side too?
Yes. Sure was.
Yeah,
Same
according to
rim
the
and
TV,
everything.
same
rim,
side.
Yeah.
They gave them another chance to win the series because if he misses that, their season is over. So, but yeah, in comparison to everything else, it does feel like a B-ish type of thing.
I do have not a lot of moments, a good amount of moments, but if I forget something, please let me know.
Okay.
Next one, CJ McCollum's game winner in the Garden.
All right, this shit is like a C.
That's that's an A.
It was
Really?
He snatched out chain.
because I think y'all blew a lead in that one too.
He
It was
snatched
big
out
in a moment, but
chain.
to see
It didn't really amount to
and then
shit.
he went on to
honestly.
say, "I'm not a villain. Don't villainize me." I'm
to
just a
see
normal
him
guy."
go on to not do nothing else,
Yeah.
kind of hurts it for me. In the moment, yeah, this probably would have been S tier in the moment, if I'm being honest, because we didn't know what was going to happen. But
I mean, they literally picked up CJ McCollum just as like, let's just come on, and he had one of the best playoff series for them, or like performances.
yeah, he
for them.
was
It's just
killer, bro.
crazy.
He was killer.
He was Kellen.
I actually hate that.
I think that actually, like, in the grand scheme of things, it just showed the levels of CJ McCollum because we don't always look at him in no light like that, but we still always respect him as a scorer and like what he could do. Like, definitely one of the best mid-range pull-ups and shot creators.
Yeah,
type.
bro.
But it comes down to like, man, some of these guys can really just fucking hoop. To go out there and do that shit in the playoffs, not just anybody is doing that shit.
Yeah.
No matter who you are.
He was getting to it. I'm glad we won a series, obviously, but I wish in route of us winning, he was able to keep up some of that level of play.
It went from like, what are we gonna do with CJ McCollum to we might keep CJ McCollum next season.
Yeah.
Next one we got is the Aliens' arrival. 40-20 game.
S tier.
Wembanyama game one.
Game one against OKC conference. Oh, this S tier.
This
might be
number-
S
this-
tier.
Yeah, this is the number one performance.
This might be SS to the S to the S.
Ridiculous, bro.
Yeah.
The shot included from
The
Yucatan.
Because I was trying to, I was trying to figure out, do I take that single shot moment? Because that moment in itself is probably S tier.
Yeah.
Or do we just put it all together into one thing? But
I think you can almost put it together to
especially if
one
they
thing.
win this series, that shot we gonna look back.
yes,
and
bro.
go,
Bro,
"Whoa."
that's like the arrival shot. Is like, bro, he's here.
He's gonna play in the league for hopefully 20 years, and that shot he made is gonna be in that highlight reel for all 20 years.
Yeah.
Victor Wembanyama and his
Let's
Hall of
hope
Fame
so.
speech.
Because if it's not, that means that he would
He
never.
got 13 championships.
Oh man.
I just imagine his Hall of Fame speech. They're like, "Yeah, here go the 13th best player of my career," and it was this one. And it's still crazy.
There's not even enough context to it. It's like they don't hit. That shot was basically like a Hail Mary. It felt like it. They showed the shot chart prior to that, and all his shots were in the paint. He hadn't really taken no threes after that. And it's just like,
Yeah, only one
miracle
3-point shot
shot.
before that.
Next one. Bronze shot versus the comeback in the Houston Rockets. When the Rockets collapsed.
The
and
double
Bron got
clutch?
the shot. Yeah.
I gotta put that as an A. I gotta put that. I know it's gonna seem like I'm hating. I'm a little biased because RJ Barrett had a game winner. I said that was a B. LeBron James in that whole series and what he was able to do for that Lakers team, I think it speaks a little bit more volumes to them being able to pull that out. No Luka, Austin Reeves missed a chunk of time, and for the Rockets just to kind of shit the bed, a lot of that was just LeBron James has been in these moments so many damn times. You just cannot beat LeBron James when it comes down to the playoff for the nitty gritty, and especially as a younger team that didn't have a Kevin Durant. LeBron James woke people back up in that series.
I agree with Mike. I also give a slight increase over RJ's because they went on to win it. So that shot was needed. So yeah.
Next one we got is Ayo Dosunmu, 40 off the bench versus the Denver Nuggets.
This is an A, bro. Damn near S tier too, but I'll give it an A because I don't want to oversaturate the S tier. But he was killing.
No, he was looking like a damn dog in this series.
Yeah, downhill king.
And
basket.
I think it's funny too because it's not like he Anthony Edwards and just calling plays for him. He was just getting the damn ball and going.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go put your ass in the cup. Come here, Jokic. Come here, Jamal. Come here. Like, it didn't matter who. So that was I would put that as an S tier from a role player standpoint. That's an S tier game.
Why we
40?
here?
I'm not mad at it if it is.
This wasn't the playoffs, it was play-in, but Kobe White shot. Might as well give my former
Oh
Bulls
my
some
God.
love.
Bro, that shot was
Kobe
incredible.
White shot
I'm still
My
mad we
goodness.
ain't get a chance to experience them in the playoffs.
True.
But the Magic
made it interesting.
delivered, yeah.
Even though they blew the 3-1. They were interesting.
No, that shot was amazing. That was, I don't know. It's got to be some type of feeling when you're hitting the shot that basically saves the damn season. Like, if I don't hit that shot, we could be going fucking home.
This is an interesting quote from Donovan Mitchell. He says, it's unfair that people criticize James Harden for being ringless. He was 2 inches away from being in the conference finals with the Brooklyn Nets. Some say it's just unlucky stuff, and he had a bad hamstring. We don't talk about him playing through it, which is those parts is true. I'm surprised he didn't mention the bigger, they were a couple made shots away from beating the Warriors with Kevin Durant. Like, that's the biggest one.
He did.
I've been thinking
He
about
did.
it.
Oh, he
like,
did also?
I watched this in real time. He mentioned a lot of stuff.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken, I believe he did. Yeah.
Okay, good.
He talked about his leadership and a lot of stuff, and how and he was saying we, but he corrected himself. He said not even we, he was like y'all, the media, just kind of sum up James in that way. But he was like, he changed the game. Him, Steph, you got he named some other people. He's like, he's a part of that. He changed the NBA. The dude is an all-time great, and he was defending him well, but it was way long. It was way
more
longer
than
than
the
that.
quote I see on the timeline.
Yeah,
Okay.
way longer than that.
Caruso's 30-point game, maybe a little less because
Yeah,
they didn't win that game, unfortunately, for them.
Yeah, but that was still one of the performances that I felt like showed how much Caruso is just a valuable
That
player.
performance or IO performance, Mike? Or you?
I would probably take Caruso performance.
Because the defensive impact
Yeah,
as
the
well.
defense. It literally
They also
felt like
didn't-
he was every.
I'm
fucking
going
game.
Io because they won that game.
They did.
Starting point guard goes down with an Achilles, and now I'm the most important man on the court all of a sudden. And I have 40.
That's the same game.
Yes. Yeah, he checks into that game. It was like, oh, it's my time to shine.
I don't think I remembered that. Damn.
So yeah, I think I'm going that one, and I think the win matters, right? Caruso's 30 did not come in the win.
Win does matter. Win does matter.
I got another moment. Jalen Brunson's personal 11-0 run during the 22-point
Oh.
comeback game 1 of this series.
Bro, I'm biased. I don't got no take on that because that was crazy to watch. I couldn't believe that shit was happening, bro.
I'm telling you,
I
it's
could
like
not believe it. And
Jalen
when he was
Brunson-
setting him up, when he was sizing him up for the 3, I knew the 3 was happening. I'm like, there's no way he's gonna make this shit.
Yeah.
And he made it, and I was like, bro, this
it was
motherfucking
worse.
incredible.
Let me tell you why that shit was worse though, because Jalen Brunson walking their ass down, and then you're thinking on the other side, Cavs they gonna they gonna do some shit.
Something gonna happen.
Another miss. Walk
But
him
no,
down again.
Evan Mobley did make a 3
He
that
had that
made me
big
say,
three,
he
yeah.
did make the 3 that made me say, oh, there it go. But Brunson was like, oh no, it's okay. It's okay. That ain't no problem. That ain't no problem. And hey, walk him down is the word.
Walking them down.
Walking them
Because
down.
it's like the Cavs are playing that shit so scared. Like, bro, it's only 4 or 5 minutes left. Just weather the little storm. You don't want Jalen. No, Jalen Brunson said, "This my shit."
He was hitting shit off the glass in his little
And
midi.
one shit you could do, and motherfucker came and took your game.
He be on his pivot. Shit make me want to make a Jalen Brunson bill, but I
Shit,
know I'm
one of
going
the-
to
it
go
should've been one
out
of
there
the-
and that motherfucker ain't going to be able to do
You know,
shit.
he playing
It's 2K.
32. Say we playing 32. We both got, I got 30, 28. Another dude got 30. You just like the top people. It's like, I don't want him to win the game. So since I
finna
got
lock
30,
his
I'm
ass
finna go
up.
lock his ass up.
Yeah.
That one of the moments I was like, shit, Donovan Mitchell, he trying to take your chain, Donovan Mitchell. You might have to go guard him or something. Somebody. They just keep picking on James Harden. Go help your brother out. Something.
Yeah, double that motherfucker.
Just do
Like,
some
what the
shit.
fuck?
They literally stealing out your house. You left the door open. They stealing out your house.
But
And
you
you
know
just
what?
watching them.
They did try to throw 2. And then Landry Shamet was like, I ain't missing either.
Just watching them take your chain, man.
The Knicks really had some crazy. Like that was one time where James Harden was like, man, they just was making shots. Like, and I was like, though the Cavaliers ain't do shit, I feel you. The Knicks was on some shit, bro. Like even last night game, I ain't pull out a pen. That's the first time all playoffs I ain't write nothing down. I sat in my bed like a fucking grown ass adult and I watched that game because I was tired. And I'm just like, bro, there's no way.
Yeah.
They kept coughing that motherfucker up too, but then OG hitting these threes. Mikhail had to lean and went, oh shit.
Yeah.
Net. Cat be pulling from fucking a logo because his feet so big, not even jumping. Jakob. I'm like, God damn.
Last moment I got is Donovan Mitchell's 39-point half.
That's S tier. I'm glad he got something. That's S tier.
Yeah, I was about to hate it, give it an A, but that moment, I felt like Donovan Mitchell was back in that moment. I was like, this is Donovan I've been waiting
That
for.
motherfucking game had me like, maybe I want to play against the Pistons.
Yeah.
Because Donovan Mitchell might just do that in the Garden. And hey man, I low key feel bad for them. They showed they ass in game 1 for 41 minutes.
41 minutes.
For 41 minutes, they was skipping up the court, hitting threes, Donovan Mitchell tosser, doing all this shit. They smiling and high-fiving. And then that motherfucker Brunson said, all right.
Not too much. Not on my court.
And then Kenny Atkinson got up there. Can I see your hat for a second? Kenny Atkinson got up there his little post game the next day like this. His hat was all big and shit. He's like, analytically.
Oh, we already got on his ass.
Analytically, we're winning the series. It's all good. I was like, oh, hell no, Kenny. I do love Kenny Atkinson because I will say I was able to see him being a player's coach in real time. They was asking him so many questions about James Harden and trying to get him to say something. He was like, no, I'm not telling James Harden shit. I'm telling him to do the same thing he's been doing because we wouldn't be here without him. And in that time, I was like, I see why all the players love him. The analytics shit, he on his own with that.
Mm-hmm.
And James Harden, Josh Hart kind of ethered all of the analytics with that.
That just reminded me. I did my radio show yesterday, and we do a segment where we let callers come through. So far, everyone except for one caller has been one of my fans, right? Somebody that watches my videos. So Kenny, love your stuff. Yesterday, I took a call from a guy that didn't know who I was, but he listens to the show because he's just driving around and has Sirius XM. And I'm saying this, right? This is the spiel I'm going on. This whole 13-minute segment is about the Knicks. This is before Game 4. Boom, boom, boom. The city is rocking because, in the other sports, the city is divided. In football, they got the Jets and the Giants. In baseball, they got the Mets and the Yankees. But in the basketball, it's just them. I say that without thinking. Dude named D-Rob come in, heaviest New York accent I ever heard. I'm not even gonna try to replicate it.
D-Rob sounds so fucking Brooklyn.
D-Rob sound like he know A-Bugs.
For real.
He is Brooklyn. He said, I've been listening to the show, been liking it.
So he is Brooklyn.
He is Brooklyn.
Or sounds Brooklyn.
I listened to the show and I like it. But you gotta remember, there are 2 teams in New York, and I'm like, shit.
That's crazy.
I forgot about the Brooklyn Nets during my spiel. Now, D-Rob was cool because he was saying, I'm not mad at you. That's our front office's fault.
Yeah.
That somebody who has an NBA show could let it slip his mind that Brooklyn exists. And usually we give people like 30 seconds to call in and ask questions. I text the producer, let D-Rob cook. D-Rob went on for 6 minutes about the Brooklyn Nets and how much he hates the Knicks and how much he wants to see Wembanyama destroy them in the NBA Finals. And I'm just letting him cook. And I'm like, shit, this is what radio really is about.
Yeah, bro.
But he was just talking about like all of the picks that we have last year. Are just not NBA players right now. I'm like, and I'm trying to talk him down, like, hey, Darius Acuff might be there at 6.
Right.
You might get your next guy. He's like, no, in our history, he's gonna be a bum. I'm like, oh, snap. I'm like, D-Rob, go.
I be feeling for fans like that though, because he right. Like, it's hard to even get excited because it's like, is my organization going to put this young star in position to be the star? Mm-hmm. It's not necessarily that whoever they pick is a bum. But do they have the
he's
infrastructure?
He's going to be drafted to a team that they just drafted 4 point guards.
Yes. It's just like where you go matters as much as your talent. Like,
it's also just not. I feel like when you're a team that's so far away, a stepping stone could be enough. But to think that, like, it's just not going to fix everything. We still, even if we get a cup, we still a long ways to go.
Yeah.
But it does take one step at a time. But I do feel them, though. Some of these other like teams that are just kind of like, I don't want to say, you can't even say the Nets are entirely ran wrong. You could be mad at how they drafted, but they had a chance to have a contending team, just like a lot of outside team. A lot of outside factors kind of factored in, and it kind of took it down, and they kind of ran its course quicker than they wanted to. But
they had this shit; it was there.
Yeah, I mean,
on the line,
crazy.
Foot on the line, away from probably being able to get it done. Unfortunately,
yeah, man.
Shout out to D-Rob though.
D-Rob definitely was talking about how the Knicks, the Nets sold their soul to Kyrie and Kevin Durant and killed their future. And I was like, yeah, it didn't work, but man, that team was so fucking good. It just happened to not go the way you wanted it to go. But I hope D-Rob called in next week too. D-Rob might need his own show.
As a Knicks fan, that's been my favorite thing about this run is seeing all of the haters have to dick ride and dick hop to hope that somebody else can beat us. You beat one team and they couldn't do it, so now it's like, all right, yeah, but the 76 is gonna do it. And then you got 76ers fans talking about, well, this shit, here go the Cavs. And now you got all three of those teams trying to dig right. They don't even know we about to play. Whoever win gonna get y'all. And it's like,
I got a Knicks fan that be coming to my chat all the time. He say, Mike, you know what they be saying? Everybody got a Brunson stopper, so they playing Brunson. And he swear he cooking with that one. But honestly, it's been
right.
like that,
So far,
man.
that has been true.
It's been like that every time.
Yeah,
Brunson
I
has
see
really
that.
stepped up.
every time I open my phone, they getting on Becky Hammond ass.
Yeah.
I
Not
love
the best
Becky.
week for Becky in that one take that she had.
Yeah, I love Becky. I also been seeing people trying to change the. He ain't win it though. Like y'all be the conversations be so fucking funny. Yeah, how often do y'all do that? Like if I'm on the toilet or I'm just on the phone doing nothing bored, sometimes I'll just see things and I'll click and read comments and I'll read the comments of the comments and conversations. And I saw that like this morning and I'm like, bro, I wanted to bring it to the pod before the car shit happened. But I'm like, bro, one of the like most craziest feelings is seeing somebody be a jackass purposefully and you click on them and it says follows you. Like I was reading a conversation this morning that had nothing to do with nothing deep. It was just a random conversation. I'm not even going to highlight what it was about, but it had something to do with the NBA and some random NBA shit. And I'm reading the comments and I'm seeing two dudes just have a back and forth. And I'm seeing one dude purposely be dense, purposely try to just be a jackass for the sake of just being it. And I'm like, what is bro on? Like, and I click on him and it says follows you. And I'm like, hell no, bro. I low-key don't want you to follow me if this is what you do in your spare time. Like, this one dude is really trying to have a serious conversation and saying X, Y, and Z and valid in what he's saying. And this other dude is, no. Like, y'all crazy, bro.
Isaiah Thomas tweeted, I remember when Coach Becky Hammond went on national TV saying that you can't win with a small guard. Man, I don't like those type of statements, shaking my head. Just keep doing your thing, Brunson. Us small guards.
Lefties.
All rooted for you. Hashtag lefty. And I do want to say that I'm in the same boat as y'all. We all about the same height. We all lefties. We all can hoop our ass off. We all were MVP candidates in our prime. I'm with y'all, man. Us small guards can definitely lead a team to a championship.
Wasn't Becky Hammond a small guard herself?
I didn't see Becky Hammond play.
You didn't? Mm-mm. I remember, yes, Becky Hammond had games. She used to
Maybe she's just saying, hey, I didn't get
Becky Hammond was
5'6".
I just don't know how to correlate that to the W.
To WNBA, yeah. I don't know.
I don't remember her being no itty bitty, but she also wasn't like a big guard or nothing like that.
She 6-time All-Star.
Hey.
No, she was that girl. I remember vividly watching her in my childhood on All-Star games.
She in the W25. You know, we have the NBA 75. She in the W25.
She how many rings she got?
0.
She got 0? Okay.
Never won one.
Yeah, Becky had G. What college did she go to?
Colorado State.
You see, that was before my time. I was just young enough to watch the W. I ain't know what college she went to. But yeah,
Colorado State.
I ain't got no ill will towards her though. Some people going a little far.
Yeah, they are going pretty far.
She's still a legend to me.
It's just a little harsh because it's
just a take. You know what I'm saying?
It's not like she's been spending 5 years doubling down. I told y'all.
Yeah. It's just a take. You know what I mean? You have them. Sometimes they hit. Sometimes they miss. It's not anybody in the media who doesn't have a miss. It comes with the territory if you're doing your job right, in my opinion. If you somebody that don't have a miss, I can't fuck with you. Because what are you doing? What are you doing if you don't have a miss?
Yeah.
And yeah, it is like, I mean, based off like what we've seen though, it just also doesn't happen often at all. I mean, like Jalen Brunson is doing right now, but it just I'm not going into thinking that like every small guard is just capable of doing it.
Yeah.
It was just such a one-dimensional thing. It's like it's not always going to be like that.
I'm realizing that with
some
fans.
truth. Yeah.
I'm realizing that more. I'll say fans want things to be personal when they're not because they want to make it personal. If that makes sense, like I don't really have any personal takes. If I said that about a player, I don't think it would be personal. It's just like honestly how I feel. But fans want to be on that. No, stay on that side. Stay over that. They wanted to make it a little bit more than what it is, unfortunately. And I love fandom that way. I think it's good to be a fan and to be loyal and to have passion. But I do think that like we've gotten to a time where fans want shit to be just more personal than what it is. And I be having to remind people like that myself, where it's like, man, P, you my boy. I'm sorry, but you know I'm going for. I'm like, bro, you gotta say it ain't no personal
I've seen
thing.
where
Rock with your team, baby boy.
I've seen times where people have commented on clips of y'all because y'all clip out, part of the shows, and it's like, man, you ain't talk about this team. You hate this team. It's like, bro, I just ain't finna talk about this team right now.
I didn't do a recap after game 4 of the Spurs just a couple nights ago. And
Shout
my
out to you though.
I woke up the next morning.
Cause my shit did A1. That shit was a 1 out of 10. I remember telling people, they was like, I'm here first because I'm waiting on Kenny. And I told them, I said, based off the text I got, Kenny ain't uploading,
and
bro.
The amount of like
It was personal.
Yeah, they thought that
You did that because
he's just a Spurs hater.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, game 1, I was saying it. Y'all was, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was just comes with the territory. Sometimes you're either not available to record a recap, and sometimes this is actually the behind the scenes. I'll show y'all the proof. I literally filmed it, and I thought to myself, I didn't add anything to the conversation. It's not worth going out. So I can drop the video, but you're gonna watch it and be like, he ain't really talking about nothing.
They did that to me. One of the games, I didn't say enough. One dude was just like, you ain't do nothing but like recap it. And I'm like,
Welcome to the recap.
What the fuck?
See, this video's right here. It's sitting right there. It's a 10-minute, it's 11 minutes, which will be the
Ain't got no
shortest recap.
It just ain't got no thumbnail.
I didn't publish it because I just didn't. I rewatched it and I was like, this ain't it. You know, I always want to say something.
I feel you. I spent the night downtown over the weekend, and the Knicks won Game 3, and I couldn't make a recap.
Right.
Would have loved to, but I couldn't. You know, that happened. That's been happening to me on Twitter. I forgot. It's like a series ago, maybe a previous round, and I didn't tweet. I just wasn't tweeting during this game. I was doing something. You know what I mean? Like, I don't fucking live on Twitter. And the dude was like, "What your tweet said now? You ain't tweeting about blah blah blah."
Bro,
and I'm like, bro, if you don't shut the fuck up.
I know we do rant on this type of stuff often, but like it is kind of sad how much Twitter matters to some people. Like it's about to get serious real quick. In a 24-hour, 40-hour span, we saw 2 players, past and present, pass away in the NBA. Right, one of them happened literally live on show. We found out that Brandon Clark passed away, and I didn't tweet about it, right? I mean, because it's Twitter. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. And I like genuine people. It's like, bro, Kenny, where's your tweets? I'm like, this Twitter shit does not matter.
No,
we found out in real time.
Like, if
as
you
well.
really want to know how I feel about, I mean, someone passed away. Of course, there's empathy and you feel a certain way for their family and stuff. But like me saying R.I.P. so and so, it's not important.
Yeah,
and like. You know, it doesn't. I don't know.
You pay your respects, but to me, that's always been like, I don't know, bro.
I made a tweet,
but I pay the respects, but I don't need to do it on
yeah,
Twitter.
I don't need to
tweet.
let people know that I'm paying my respect. You know what I'm saying? It just feels like I'm not even doing it for the right reasons.
But that's the
because
point.
We have this platform.
Yeah.
We reacted in real time to Clark, and then the next day we did our tribute to Jason Collins and everything. So like.
I made a tweet and was tweeting it and didn't even, and I felt like, I remember tweeting it and I was just like, something about me tweeting it, not that it was performative, it was fake, because I really felt the way that Brandon Clark, but I felt like my tweet wasn't even enough. So I pressed send anyway to pay my respects. And so, and I wanted people to understand that like, it was gut wrenching. I remember I put that in a tweet like that. I felt it threw my day off. And so I wanted people to know that like this shit is, and I also kept seeing people make like silly remarks, which don't have to be addressed because we just have those type of people. But I wanted to throw something out there for people that felt the same way. Cause I know it's a tough thing for people where it feels like you don't know somebody, but I wanted to show in like solidarity, like, yo, I'm a person that never met Brandon Clark my damn self. But it's throwing off my day as well. Because I know it could feel weird. I felt that way when Kobe passed. Yeah. Because I was bawling like the same way when our Uncle Nuki passed away. I was feeling like that. Like I was crying and I didn't know what to do. And I would call my parents.
In some way, like they're a part. And Kobe, I think, is a little bit more like just close, but like it's a part of your life. It's something that like you thought about during your day.
No, for sure.
Our literal jobs is to talk the NBA. We watch Brandon Clark every year of his career, right?
That's another thing. We literally watch these guys.
It's going to be gut-wrenching because we watched him last season. I mean, he's dealing with injury mostly this year, so we ain't get a ton of him this year. But, like, we were talking about when he went down for the first time. Man, that's a big blow for the Grizzlies who were trying to make a run.
That was years ago.
Yeah, and now, you know. So,
but this shit is all we do. Like, I had Brandon Clark in one of the P League things on my team. Like, we have certain connections to my team cards, or I got a Darius Baisley jersey. Like this shit be.
Do y'all ever kind of think about that, watching the games and thinking about like, okay, I'm watching this game. What connection do I have to this player? Oh, we interviewed him.
Absolutely.
Like I could damn near go down the list of like how I'm connected to a lot of these guys just watching a daily basis.
Spurs Thunder has like 10 people that I've either interviewed or interacted with. And so
Yeah.
That shit, that's the shit that be.
And it's the coolest shit.
That's the
It's
shit
like,
that be weird. Like the Hawks doing that with the Knicks. I'm like, that's like Jalen John. That's my boy. That's my homie. Like I could DM him right now. Like you motherfucker. Y'all need to relax. I didn't, but I was just like, it's crazy. I could literally say something to the star of the game.
Yeah. I remember Anthony Edwards was doing his interview with Funny Marco. My girl's watching. I'm like, yeah, you cool. We interviewed Anthony Edwards too.
Hey, he told us he was gonna beat the Wizards.
yeah, we got a viral clip off of it.
Just the dude at the BMW that had to do my car for my new tire.
Yeah.
You know what he had on his arm?
What?
A Derrick Rose logo tattoo. The one that's with Adidas, the D that make the. And I was like, yeah, great guy. I had him on my shoulder.
Look, here's the list though. Isaiah Hartenstein.
What's the connection with him?
Follow me on Instagram.
Right, because no. I know why. He was a free agent. He was about to switch teams. We showed him a lot of love, and he did follow you and his wife or
Was that
something
after the
like
Rockets
that.
or something like
Yes,
that?
I remember
Something
that.
like
I remember.
Yeah,
that.
it's a long. I mean, he been on hella teams. You just don't remember Cleveland. You remember he played for the Cavaliers?
Yep.
The Clippers.
The Nuggets.
I remember the Clippers.
He's been around. So
The Rockets.
Hardenstein, Casey Wallace. We interviewed him. And he followed. I think he may have followed everybody.
Yeah. Casey Wallace is also one of those dudes. He's like a You can hit Casey Wallace up. Not that you can't hit any of these guys up, but like I'll just show like love here and there. And Casey Wallace always.
I don't go on Instagram a lot, but when I do, I make sure I double tap Queso photos.
It'd be like his birthday, like happy birthday, my boy. He'd be like, hey, appreciate you, dog. Like shit like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, Casey Wallace.
Caruso, obviously interviewed him a few times when he played for the Bulls.
Shout out to Caruso. And I've never met Caruso.
Jared McCain, who we had at the combine.
Yes, he was a
cool as shit.
great interview.
De'Aaron Fox, for me, had him on.
Never met
Rio.
Fox. No. You just did the All-Star shit. He gave you a great answer.
Oh yeah,
We do this shit so much we forget motherfuckers.
Right,
Yeah, no, that's a fact.
Steph Castle,
Yes,
That's
love
our guy.
Steph Castle.
Dylan Harper.
Never met Dylan Harper.
That's our guy. Obviously, Carter Bryant.
We should have had Dylan Harper on his fucking show.
It's not too late.
No, but I'm saying.
Dylan Harper be liking my pictures and shit.
But I'm just
on the
saying
gram.
though. It was him, Cooper. Remember that?
Oh,
You know what I mean? Who was the guy you said after that? Carter Bryant.
Carter
Shout out
Bryant.
to Carter Bryant.
So we're at 7. It's pretty good, man. I know y'all had Wemby questions. I have never talked to Wemby or met Wemby.
Have I met
You ever talk to J-Dub?
I've never.
Bro,
his management and my management are like they always conversating about shit. I've never talked to him personally.
Yeah, Darrick asked Wemby the question at All-Star.
There we go. So it's like kind of crazy. How many different people?
No, bro. I think about that all the time now. Like when I'm watching.
Shit, and if I'm not mistaken, we'll be able to solidify even more depending on who wins.
Yeah.
Because then you talk to him at the media availability for the finals game.
I don't think I know. Oh, Mikal Bridges. I know Mikal Bridges on the Knicks. That's
I
it,
don't know
though.
nobody on the Knicks.
But I know, no real shit. Like it's so crazy that we kind of interviewed Casey Wallace, and then all of a sudden it's like, bro, not too long ago, he was just starting his NBA
He
journey.
was
This
saying like, I
motherfucker's
want
a
to start a
champ.
podcast.
Yeah, he's like, y'all got
motherfucker-
some advice? We was like,
Motherfucker, a champion. He got a chance to win 2
And he an all
rings
defensive
already.
player already.
motherfucker got a goatee now.
Yeah, he definitely did.
But yeah, the list goes on though. It's kind of insane.
Me and Brunson dapped up at All Star, but I
I
don't.
got Brunson too,
but I
yeah.
don't know if he know me. I don't know if it was just like a.
Same.
What up?
I did that Nike thing with him
Yeah.
once. But if we were in the same room, I don't think he
I
remembered.
feel like you think he'd be on the internet a lot?
Yes, because he
Yes.
has a podcast.
Him and Josh
but
Hart
that's
are
why
on the
these players is so. You'll interact, and it'll be like, is he being a nice guy or do he know me?
Oh, we about to find out game 1. If I feel like Josh Hart is the type to be like, hey, I watch y'all shit. You know, he feels like. the
Yeah,
type
I've
to do
never
that.
met Josh Hart.
So we don't know. Maybe he ain't never seen us before. But
Man,
I
Josh
seen
Hart like
Cat.
uses.
Cat ain't have the. Cat is an internet guy too.
I see a Josh Hart got an extra little black card for Chipotle laying around. You know, he got the hookup.
Who
for
else
those.
on the Knicks could know?
we got a couple on the Cavs. I'm just realizing. I got Donovan Mitchell. Shout out
Jordan
to my
Tyson
guy.
is my dog.
Jordan Tyson.
You did have a Mobley,
Jaden
right?
Tyson. Evan Mobley.
What did I say? Jordan Tyson's
Yeah.
brother? My fault.
Keon Ellis. We went shopping with.
Max Strus.
You went shopping with Keanu Ellis?
Then weren't we at A Square when Keon Ellis walked in?
Oh, okay, yeah. You're right.
And I didn't know who he was.
You're
I was like,
right.
I fuck with your game, bro.
You're
I was
right,
like,
you're right.
Who is that again?
You're right.
And then Max Strus wears our hat.
Yes.
Shout out to Max
yes.
Strus.
Max Strus is friends with this. I hate doing this. Ontario cousin in Massachusetts. So that small world, man, small world.
And I think
Max Strus, man, Max Strus is younger than me. I did the clock for one of his games. That's how I know he went to Stagg High School.
That's crazy.
Because they was talking about this kid Max. I'm like, who this little ass dude? He was little at the time. This motherfucker had a growth spurt.
But I think that number's gonna continue to grow the younger the NBA players get.
That's why I was mad we didn't get the chance to have them at the
year.
combine with Cooper,
And I guess
Ace
this year
Bailey,
too.
Dylan Harper. Yeah, this made more sense because they changed shit.
Right.
But yeah,
Also, that's one of my favorite, literally my favorite piece of content we do every year.
yeah,
is the
because
combine video.
to see those young players come into the room so tense, and then we tell them this ain't that other shit, man. This that chill shit, and then they be like, "Whew." And I remember Modest literally being like, "Man, I wish I could stay in here."
Yeah.
And it's like when you hear shit like
Damn, we
that.
didn't know he's about to drop to 11.
Yeah, we had no idea he was going to the Bulls.
Yeah, I think we did our mock and we had him at number 5.
Really?
To the Pistons.
Damn.
Yeah.
We had no idea this motherfucker was going to the
We
Bulls.
also kind of break that mold, and we 30 now, but
Don't
like
say that aloud again.
compared to a lot of other guys in our field, like we're the young bucks.
Yeah,
you know
some
what I'm
younger
saying?
swag, younger energy for sure.
Yeah.
So it's just like it's a different type of field than this dude is just trying to get a quote so he can get it, for the magazine or whatever.
I also think we just don't be buttoned up. Like I
Yeah.
feel like the combine is such a stressful thing. Everybody trying to find dirt on a player or, psychologically who are they and take all these tests. Remember when fucking Larry Markin had to eat raw meat with fucking Phil Jack? We ain't doing that shit. This shit ain't that deep, man. What's your favorite Drake song? You know what I'm saying? And Jerry McCain lit up like a motherfucking kid. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Modest, like I manage Flex, right? That's your boy. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's the shit they want to talk about. Not fucking. Did they ever steal some shit? You know what I mean? Like
Which I would want to know too, because usually those stories are funny.
those stories are funny, but I just feel like the combine.
Jeremy Kane's also another one of my wife's favorite players.
Wow.
Why? Because he painted his nails or some shit.
Because he is him.
Yeah.
Same reason I like him, honestly.
Yeah.
Unabashedly, is that the word? Him. I admire that type of shit.
Unapologetically himself.
Jared McCain.
Yeah, I fuck with Jerry McCain, man.
Yeah.
I fuck with this game. That motherfucker.
He gonna take them shots.
He gonna take the shots,
gonna
man.
take them shots.
He gonna take the shots.
His mindset is great too. I fuck
We
with Jeremy
we
Kaine.
were supposed to do the combine
Did you-
shit earlier. We supposed to have that relationship with Shay. What was we doing?
You seen that picture of
what
Kobe
was
White that thought he cut his hair?
Yeah. I like that picture he has posted on his store many times in his life. I was talking about he lost all his brand deals.
Bro, yeah, I seen somebody ass was tweaking. They said, "Bro, you gonna take away the only thing that got you memorable."
Damn.
Wait, what
I'm
happened?
like, bro,
What
what?
is it about? Kobe White, because he faked that he cut his hair.
I'm so tired of seeing that shit.
Shout out Kobe, man. Free
Anybody,
agent this year?
anybody that I talked to that is
He
a
was one of our
casual-
first guests, Kobe White.
Yeah, so said he could sing.
Now, when these young teams start getting good, we gonna be lit because the Hornets, we would have had LaMelo, Brandon Miller.
we had
Kobe White.
Yeah. Damn.
Well, shit, the whole team because I was out there with them.
Right.
But,
Well, Kobe be. You remember we saw Kobe at Summer League that one time? He was just hanging out right after he signed his contract.
Yeah, with his girlfriend.
Yeah.
But we ain't say nothing.
nah. Yeah, whenever you with your girlfriend or some shit over to the side,
Yeah.
I ain't finna. Hey, Kobe.
We should have though.
Nah, bro, let you do your thing.
He wearing, let's say, wearing a House of Highlights hoodie.
He was
Could've,
the green
yeah.
one. He loved that fucking hoodie. I seen Kobe White
Did
with
you
him.
post that picture of y'all together when he hit that shot?
When he hit that shot, yeah.
Picture old as shit. We had
So fucking old.
Jackson Hayes has been on our show. Was we supposed to get him? Remember? No, we didn't get it. It was Taco Fall. Remember we had
Taco
all
Fall.
those notes. His mom was like incredible
Yeah.
at sports. Yeah.
Shout out to Taco Fall though. He was cool.
Remember Almighty Baller was gonna get Kuzma, Fox.
Yeah, was supposed to get Kuzma and Fox.
This one Kuzma
Still
was hot
waiting on
as
it.
fish grease.
Yeah, him versus Tatum. Who the better
Kuzma
player?
was the guy. Kuzma was the guy. We gotta get Hallie on the show, man.
No, we definitely do.
His ass be his.
I
he's
rated
so
his brother
fucking
not
funny,
too long
man.
ago. It was like a
It's-
week ago.
on the Halle Bros.
Yeah, I forget what he's playing. He's playing something though.
You rated him, you said?
Yeah.
How many you gave him?
More
That
than
matters.
he had in there.
Huh?
More than he had in there.
Okay, yeah, that matters.
No, I'm gonna hit Halle up because he said last time we talked.
Yeah.
He's not just gonna show up at the studio, you know. So we actually have to send a
Hallie, we
formal
know you
invite.
gonna be in Vegas.
Yeah.
And we know you got that new contract, so everything on you.
For sure. For shit show. I'm sure waiting on that.
I damn near wore one of the Halle shirts today, but I was like, I'm gonna go with the other one that looked like
I was
that.
about to wear the set. I got a whole set. I was like, is this too much? And I was like, my haircut ain't fresh enough to wear a set. You got to be fresh when you wear that
I'm waiting
set.
until Friday because we got our trip on Monday, so I'm waiting until Friday to get my
Yeah,
haircut.
same. I'm waiting.
Oh, right. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah.
It feel that way. It don't feel like we got no chip. No.
It don't, bro. It don't. And I don't know how long it take to fly to either one of these places.
2 hours and 2.5 hours. We
And
just looked it up.
The longer they fucking take, the less time I have to upgrade. I'm not about to upgrade
I'm so
2
afraid
seats.
about that. We gonna all be in the back, and they're gonna be in the middle row. Yeah.
I do not want to upgrade 2 seats.
Yeah. But if we go to OKC, it's one of them small ass planes where it's like 50 people on it regardless. So it may not be worth upgrading at all.
Okay.
If we go to San Antonio, that's a bigger flight. That's a full 100, 200 people. So
I'm bougie now. I'm used to riding first.
I'm kind of bougie too. I'm bougie on one thing, and that is air travel.
Gotta try on any traveling.
I just have so much flight anxiety that having that
It's
extra
very
space,
calming. Get on there
having
early.
that owl space. I just
Can get all my electronics out. Yeah, it really does wind you down to
and
be
the,
able to.
the heated towel they give you always helps me.
I ain't never experienced no heated towel. No.
Yeah, you don't fly first with us at all.
Mike be
Like, at
attached to
all.
the bottom of the plane sometimes.
At
Mike
all.
don't give a fuck.
As long as I get to my destination, I'm cool.
Before we was even first classers, we would move up to being row 15 instead of 29, and Mike would just sit in 29.
The only time I just changed my seat. As long as I get a window seat, I'm cool.
I just want an aisle seat.
I just need a window seat.
I used to be a window seat person, but now I be having to pee.
When they get to first class, I don't care which one, because it's only, you know what I mean? I'm only getting through on one person, so I could care less. Me and Darrick, where did we go? Was that All-Star weekend? Me and Darrick was sitting in first class on one of them. They brought us like mimosas, and
Damn.
me and Darrick was having the time of our life, boy.
I want to get on the one of the big ass planes that got an upstairs and downstairs.
like the one on Soul
Oh.
Plane.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you got to travel overseas.
Yeah,
you
I'm about
gotta
to
be
say,
going
that's a
19-hour
12-hour flight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm so interested to go upstairs in that fucking.
I always seen them Airbuses, bro. They're like the biggest planes in the world.
Uh-huh.
And we talk about the Boeings getting off the ground. I don't know how the hell you got several thousands of tons just in the air.
Yeah, the
cruising.
Airbus A380.
How much does it weigh?
It holds 853 people.
Yeah, I just don't understand how that shit gets
And all the
over-
luggage that.
Bro, I don't want to be on no flight with 800 people. I'm sorry, bro.
That's like, bro,
I'm
wasn't
sorry,
that
I'm sorry,
what's
bro.
that rush hour when they get on that plane? And this like the biggest fucking plane ever.
I don't want to be on a plane with 800 people. I'm good.
All right, that's been another great episode of Numbers on the Board. The
I
next,
see too many videos of people acting a fool on a flight, and I'd be like, bro, I don't want to be on one of those. Emergency landing because this motherfucker wanted.
those planes usually have like
He want to
5
hit his vape
pilots
and
on
shit.
them.
Yeah, shit like that. Motherfucker hit his vape, and now we gotta land in
He trying
fucking.
to hit his vape in the bathroom. Now the whole plane got to stop.
Gotta land in fucking South Dakota.
Or he ain't put his phone on airplane mode.
I remember
the RDC skip from that.
I always do that because when I was a kid, Bart Simpson was on there and he didn't do that, and the plane went down and it
Yeah,
kept going up. So
sure
now I
did.
always do it. So shout out to Bart Simpson, man.
We appreciate y'all. Next time you see us, D Mills will be back. Our star player, man. We've been holding it down without him, but as you see, we need him.
Knicks to the ship.
We'll
We
see y'all next
here.
time.
You dig?